Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, friends. And hello, and welcome back to Little Randomized Perfection. How are we doing? Everybody have a good weekend? I certainly hope so. I always hope for a good weekend. Happy time zone indeed. Depending on the time zone that you're in. You could be part of the 3 a.m. squad. If that's the case, then I salute to you. But yo, Saphira, welcome on in. Finally managed to catch a stream again. Good to see you. Can't wait for the week where we finally get to witness the completion of Mario Wonder. It will happen sooner rather than later, I promise you. But I mean, I'm loving the randomizer right now. Not that I'm not always loving the randomizer, but I was like, man, we're on a roll. We're on a roll with this randomizer. We got to keep it going. All randomizer all week, baby. Current randomizer goal: ship juice. Can we get some juice emojis in chat? Juice emojis for the ultimate juicy goal, the juiciest of juicy goals. Very exciting. You're at the grocery store to do the shopping for Thursday. You're exhausted. Grocery shopping can take a lot out of you, honestly. It's I avoid it when I can. That's for darn sure. I don't know what kind of juice we're gonna go for yet. There's many options for juice. We could go. Oh, it is Thanksgiving week in America, isn't it? Well, happy Thanksgiving. I don't think it's Thanksgiving today, but happy Thanksgiving to all Americans watching. The green juice, all the juice is green, amazingly. I don't know how they made that happen. Hello there, Mobby. Welcome in. Still voting for unmilled rice juice. I don't know how much we have in the way of unmilled rice. Horseradish juice in 1.6. Can't come soon enough. When is Thanksgiving actually? Couldn't tell you off the top of my head, honestly. But I'm sure someone in chat has your back. Thursday? I think I did hear that a little while back, yeah. Hey there, Bex. And Holliswood, welcome on in. Good to see you. The third Thursday in November. I don't know if I'm down with that sort of holiday scheme where it's like the third Thursday in November, or like when is Easter? It's like the first, like... It's like the first Sunday of April or something like that. Or it's like the first Sunday after the harvest moon in March. Or like, I don't even know. Like, can't we just like most holidays just be like on the same date every year? I'm sure there's a reason for it, but like it gets so confusing. Yeah, Easter is something to do with the moon, but it's the fourth Thursday if we look at the calendar. First Sunday after the first full moon of spring. Yeah, it's something like that. Either way, I'm here to advocate for, you know, just make Thanksgiving, you know, the 24th of December. Not 24th, not December. That'd be Christmas Eve. can't have Thanksgiving and then Christmas 2 days in a row. That's too much turkey. Hello, Cobalt Cryptid, hello. And Sivan, hello. Welcome on in. Chat, apropos of nothing at all, I was looking for new music to add to the stream playlist, and I did add a couple songs here and there, because I was like, you know, it's been a while since I've spiced up the stream playlist. But while looking for it, I was looking through some royalty-free music, because you never know what kind of gems you're going to find, kind of diamonds in the rough. That's how I found Kazoom, after all. But I found probably the most cursed song that I've ever heard in my life. And that's not an exaggeration. You may be wondering, how cursed can a song possibly get? I didn't add it to the playlist, by the way. I have not added this to the playlist, but I am going to play at least a portion of it for you right now, because I need to share this with somebody, and I'm sorry that you are my unwilling participants right now, but I need need to get this out of my system because I heard it and I could not stop laughing. I was like, I was dying, dude. By the way, Durmeister, thank you for being a member for 11 months at the Neutron level, closing in on a year. Thank you, thank you. So, this is not the song here. I'm about to start playing it. The name of the song is what got my attention in the first place. This song is called Video Cat Jazz, and I was like, I like all three of those things. I love videos, I love cats, and jazz is one of my favorite styles of music. So I clicked it, and well, let's just say, wait, hold on, I have to make sure. Okay, stop this playing. Is this gonna? I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this because I think I have my audio set up right. Hold on a second. Let me make sure this is actually gonna play. Give me 1 second. I need to get this out of my system. I promise. I know I'm killing the momentum. Okay, yeah, you can hear that. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna play the entire song for you. It starts off and it's like, okay, it starts off like a normal song, but let's just go. I just gotta get this over with. Sounds okay to start with, right? I'm gonna turn it up just so you can hear what's happening. Do you hear what's happening right now? What is Dude, I'm dying. I'm not gonna play it for very long, but I think they're cat meows, or they're meant to be cat meows. Cat piano. It's got something to it. It's kind of catchy in there, but it's also very cursed. Don't all cats do this? Hold on, I gotta get to a certain. I gotta get to a certain part. Oh my! They just start hissing at each other, and it goes crazy. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. I'm gonna stop you right there. That's enough of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that did not make the cut for the stream playlist. I'm sorry to say. Video Cat Jazz, I appreciate you trying, and I appreciate what you're trying to do, something avant-garde, but I think we're gonna stick to Junimo Kart and stuff. If you want to go listen to it for yourself, that's Video Cat Jazz. You could probably look it up on YouTube, I'm sure. It was beautiful. It's beautiful in a very, very cursed way. Your cat left the room. Oh my goodness. All right. Is the music volume good now? By the way, I turned it up so you could hear Video Cat Jazz in all its majesty, but I put it back to where I think it was previously. So that is the song of all time. So true. Morgan M, thank you for being a member for 18 months, by the way, at the Neutron level, no less. Lurking while working. Have a fun stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Tiny bit too loud. Let me see. I can change it the teensiest bit. Let's see. Can I put this? Put it like right here. I've changed the volume by 2%. All right, we'll leave it there for now. I don't want to mess with the music too much. I had to share that though, because how could I not share something that majestic, right? All right, speaking of majestic, A Fertile is probably one of the most majestic games of all time, because the fish themselves are majestic. Look at this pufferfish and tell me you're not saying Your Majesty. All right, let's go. What do you got? All right, very lackadaisical fish. Is this fish alive? Can we confirm that this fish is alive? It's not really moving. It moved a little bit at the start. I mean, honestly, it could be a carp. Carps are known to kind of sit still for the vast majority of their time here. So, okay. Not a carp. It is all season, all weather. I don't think... I mean, I think carp is all day as well. So this is not an all-day fish, but it is all season, all weather. What's an all season, all weather, but not all day fish? And it's not where the carp is. Where do you catch the carp? You catch the carp in the, you can catch it in the lake, you can catch it in the secret woods, and you can catch it in the forest pond, I think. Could this be a bream? A bream is a river fish. I'm gonna try bream here. Okay, there you go. It's the carp of the night. I've always said this. I've always said that the bream is basically just the carp of the night. Because it's only nighttime availability. There you go. We love to see it. Alexion, hello. Did you know that if you pickaxe the garden pot with a leak in it, it drops to the ground? That means if you carefully leave the game open, I could complete the leak quest with 0 XP. I see what you... oh my goodness, that... that would be the biggest brain strategy of all time. I'll have to keep that in mind for next time, well, I guess I would have to set it up before spring rolls around next time. I don't know if we have enough time, because we're in, like, winter now. That is a cool idea, though. Could also do that with a keg and potato juice. Ooh. We've barely scratched the surface of pickaxe potential in these challenges. Yo, I never would have thought of that, honestly. To like pickaxe the machine or the garden pot so that it can drop on the ground and you can pick it up later. Both of the quests give you nothing. That is also true. So it's not of the utmost importance, but it is a good factoid to have in the back of my brain. Thank you. All right, let's hop in and let's make some juice. What do you say? You guys ready to juice it up? Juice me, squeeze me. But the coffee machine could be pretty big. Coffee machine could be fun. All right, let me bring you on in here. 1 second. Ship a juice. Ship juice. Bro, I loaded up the wrong save file. What the heck am I doing here? Get me. That's the wrong save. Pay no mind to that one. Alright. It's because it's at the top of the list. It's not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay? Alright, now this is where we want to be. I have a single rabbit's foot in my inventory. I guess it's because I was befriending Vincent previously. Leaked Chloe outfit. Chloe's sneak peek, very fishy. Quick little sneak peek, you know, those you get those by accident sometimes. You get those by accident. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hopefully I didn't sneak reveal anything else on that screen, but you might have gotten the name of my horse, and that's about it. All right. Ship juice. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay. Perfect. Like Beatrix's outfit. Beatrix is rocking this outfit for sure. We might be due for a new one in the relatively near future, but for now, I'm content to leave it as is. Bet the horse is named Fish. I mean, you're not far off. It's named after a fish. Okay. Juice, right? What's the deal with juice? Should I break this keg open just like right now? Just like, I know this wine is in the middle of its fermentation process, but I mean, I have to get my juice. Before we worry about that, let's figure out what we're gonna make juice out of, I suppose. I don't know how long that keg has been going, for the record, so I don't know when it's due to be ready. Didn't we get a Santa hat? We do have a Santa hat. And it is winter, so there's definitely a precedent there. Can I bear losing a few thousand G? I don't know. I don't know. I think we're starting to run a little low on funds. We're below 6 million now. If we ever want to get that second gold clock under our belt, then we're going to have to, you know, kick production into high gear here. What do I have? Bro, I have 488 eggplants. You can't tell me... should we make some eggplant juice? That would be very on brand. There is potato juice as well. Kale juice. Kale juice is like a real thing. People get that in like their smoothies and stuff. Beet juice. Amaranth juice. Coconut juice would be good, but it would turn into a coconut wine by the rules of Stardew. We gotta go for eggplant juice. Eggplant was like one of the first things it wasn't the first thing that I was allowed to ship in this entire challenge. I feel like it's only fitting that we turn it into juice form to ship as well now. Beet old juice. Kale is a superfood, so super juice. Ooh, yummy. I don't know what kale juice would even taste like, mostly because I don't know what kale tastes like. Alright, sorry to the ancient fruit wine lovers. It's eggplant time. Get some eggplant emojis in chat. Eggplant and juice emojis. As we squeeze all the juice we can out of this eggplant. Tastes like salad or like cabbage. Kale tastes bad. It's like really bitter, isn't it? All right. I think we're good now. We just have to basically sleep and wait for the juice to be ready, right? Get these unsightly dead grape plants out of here. I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't tend to that sooner. It's a very odd sentence to join the stream too. Andy, welcome on in. Can't help but notice you haven't posted any eggplant or juice emojis, though. I mean, I asked nicely. Can you please post eggplant and juice emojis? Welcome on in. Good to see you. It's aubergine to me. I always get confused why eggplant. It's not even really that egg-shaped is the thing. So I don't necessarily know where the term eggplant comes from. Like, the bottom of it is kind of ovoid. There's no doubt about that. But the rest of it, like, tapers off at the top. It's more pear-shaped than it is eggplant-shaped. Or than it is egg-shaped. I guess it is eggplant-shaped, just by virtue of that's, you know, what it is. Ooh, wait, hold on. Purple mushroom. It's been a while since we checked the mushroom cave, so you know what? Why not? Why not top up on some of this? If we roll pickles next, ooh. Did I pickle some pumpkins in the past? I did pickle some pumpkins in the past, but I pursued them to Pierre for profit potential when we were going for the gold clock, so I don't think we have any pickles on hand anymore. Yeah, I think I sold them all. We could get some pickled eggplant next time we have a free preserves jar, that's true. Eggplants are white during the growing phase. They would look much more like an egg if they were white. That's valid. I recently watched the Nile Red video where he like makes chocolate from scratch from like cocoa beans, and I never realized that like cocoa beans look like that. They're all like gooey and they look like alien eggs. I don't even know how to describe it. It was very, very strange. I had basically the same reaction that he did when I was watching that video. I was like, what the heck? And then he like popped one in his mouth, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Eating anything for the YouTube content, I suppose. All right, lock it in. Past pickled pumpkin profits previously paid to Argon. If only my name was started with a P instead. Alright. Ancient fruit jelly. Might as well go grab ourselves an eggplant. We're pivoting from ancient fruit to eggplants. The most sensical direction we could possibly go, I think. The most sensible, even. More cinder shards for the road. Don't mind if I do. Cool eggplant facts. Sounds like the name of a very niche and specific YouTube channel. I'm taking all these eggplants with me. I don't care. You ever feel the need to just carry around 487 eggplants in your pockets? Or is that just me? Back to the roots. Had to put Video Cat Jazz on my Spotify playlist. Yo, wait, secret friend of the year. We have a lot of friends now, so the potential for us to be able to go to the Feast of the Winter Star again this year is decently high. Fingers crossed. Who do we got? Jas. I feel so bad. She's a literal child. Wait, there's a possibility that we could roll befriend Jas before we get to the Feast of the Winter Star, so I'm gonna be hoping for that. Otherwise, sorry, kid. You're getting rocks for Christmas this year. That would be great. I mean, it would be fitting too if we get befriend Jas right after we get befriend Vincent. Maybe then pop over to befriend Leo. All right. Can also have Abigail or Alex as our gift giver, so keep that in mind. That's true. That would cause us to meet either of them. And I don't know if I'm ready for that level of social interaction yet. I don't know if I'm ready to complete the first quest that you get in the entire game. Awfon, thank you for being a member for 19 months, by the way, at the Neutron level. Thank you. Love to you as well, Argon Love. Thank you. That's a long time and a lot of support. I greatly appreciate the generosity. I can smelt up some bars to prep while I do this task. I think I am out of ores, so I'd have to go and buy more ore from Clint in order to do that, but it's probably worthwhile. Like, there's no reason really to be putting that off, because I was doing that for the longest time. I guess I do have gold ore to smelt, so we can get a start on that. We have some more copper here. I don't know how much we need in the way of copper bars. We got a lot of iron bars for potential future upgrades, but we might as well get some gold ore smelting too. Good shout, Chaotica. Thank you. Jas dislikes eggplants. She's just like me, for real, for real. Yo, the eggplant juice. It has arrived. The prophecy, it's been fulfilled. Yummy, yummy eggplant juice, a sweet, nutritious beverage. Based on eggplants. I can't even begin to fathom what this would taste like. I guess it would taste like eggplants, but I never want to drink an eggplant. I don't even want to eat an eggplant. There you go. Can we put it right in the middle? Dead center where it needs to be? Doesn't seem like it. You doubt it's sweet though? Unless we added some artificial sugars or sweeteners, you're probably right. It feels like it would not be a sweet drink. It would taste like nothing. It would probably be very nutritious at the very least. I feel like eggplant is one of those that's like, it doesn't taste very good because it's got so many things in it that are good for you. Ooh, thank you, Demetrius. Free amethyst. All right. And nothing else for it. I think we just lock in the day, and that'll officially complete the first goal, hopefully, of many this stream. Quick 135 gold for our eggplant juice. The eggplant empire begins once more. I did forget to put something back in the keg, didn't I? Oh, we got the pickled eggplant, though. Alright, back to your regularly scheduled ancient fruit programming. Why is regularly such a hard word to say? I digress. Get this smelting again here. Argon superfood industry staple, eggplant juice. It's not mine. This is Beatrix's empire. Beatrix is the eggplant queen. Somebody call Spelunky. He's crying. All right. Hold on. I just had to go get my like physical list of goals so that I can write down our next. Ooh, sorry. I'm trying to get cozy and comfortable. So I can write down our next sequence of goals, which we should go and roll right now. Let's go do it. Purple outfit then. We did have a purple outfit for Beatrix way back in the day. if I remember right. It's been a while, though. Maybe it's time to return to our roots. We'll see. Either way. Bring you on in here. Ship juice. Nice, easy way to start off the stream. It's a lot better of a start than, you know, last stream where we had to befriend Vincent for basically the entire thing. So, hopefully we don't get stymied by another super long goal like that, but you never know, I guess. How my perspective has shifted. Nowadays, I'm like, oh, I had to commit one whole stream to that goal? Man, what a long goal. Meanwhile, you go back to, like, the very beginning of the challenge, and how many goals did I complete in, like, the first, like, 20 streams? It's like, you know, you gotta go back to your roots sometimes and just appreciate where you came from, I guess. I'm spoiled now. Yeah, exactly. Spoiled by all the easy goals, by how far we've come, but honestly, we've earned it. We've earned it. After going through all those trials and tribulations, I feel like we've earned a little bit of spoilitude. 21.5 is such a nice number. It is. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see it for very long, because we're going to complete our next goal. Toot sweet, because it's an easy one, like shipping a truffle. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right, that's new. That threw me off balance. That definitely threw me off balance for a second there. All right. It's pig time, baby. It's pig time. This is the perfect music for pig time too, isn't it? Let's go celebrate some pigs. All right, unpin this message. We are no longer shipping juice. All right. See, the problem now is I don't have any room in my barns for a pig. So I either have to go sell one of my animals for a pig. Piggies for Vincent. He do be asking about piggies. I either have to go sell one of my animals, or I have to build a new barn. All right. Before anything else, let's get this thing in the top left set up here. Truffle. Ship a truffle. Sell one, no more room for another barn. I also don't think we have the infrastructure for another barn, do we? We don't have another auto pet or auto grabber set up. We do have an auto petter, so we'd have to go find another auto grabber if we wanted to take advantage of that. Although I guess you don't need an auto grabber if it's a pig barn, right? Because they don't produce anything, so all you really need is an auto petter. You know, it's getting me thinking. It's getting me thinking. It takes so long for pigs to mature. I can just fill the entire thing with pigs. We could have one whole dedicated pig barn. That does raise the amount of hay that we need. I feel like maybe we should, you know, I mean, we're already burning through so much hay as it is. And the pigs are not going to give us any profit for the most part, because, like, for the vast majority of the truffles that we get out of them, we're not going to be able to actually use. Or not even be able to pick up, because each one of them is foraging experience, which we don't want to commit too much towards. Iridium truffles are good money, but it's going to be so long before they're a reliable source for us. So for the most part, if we got a whole bunch of pigs, they would just be like a hay sink for us, a money sink, more or less. Money is an illusion at this point. You're not wrong, Pata, but at the same time, I don't need to just, you know, throw money into my pig's gullet for no reason. One pig and wait. I feel like we should just go for one pig. That does raise the question, though. Who are we gonna sell? Because we have to sell one farm animal, one of our beloved barn animals who has been around for so long. Do we sell a goat? Do we sell a cow? Or do we sell a sheep? Anyone but Probabilitor. We have a lot of cows, but cows are also probably the most profitable for us. We do have a lot more cows. There is the one goat that's in this building. I feel like, you know, I can't do a disservice. This goat has been living amongst the cows for so long. If I sold them now, they'd never readapt to like a new farm lifestyle because they'd be put amongst other goats and they'd be like, what the heck, I'm a cow. You can't do this to me. Move a cow out. One cow from the next barn, you think? I think he might be right. Or, because, you know, the one barn does have a single goat, this could be the barn that has a single pig if we sell a cow out of here. Sell a sheep using aquamarine for the wool. We could sell a sheep. I mean, the iridium quality wool does go for a pretty penny for sure. But the sheep, I do love the sheep. I won't sell the pig after I get the truffle. No, you have my word. All right, you know what? This seems like a very pollable situation because I am just stymied. I'm not sure what to sell. What do we sell to make room for a pig? Cow, goat, or sheep? Start it up. One cow from the cow barn. It would add possibly a bit of needed variety to that barn. What if he touches lambda? Can't be sold. Yeah. What if I pick one of the cows or sheep or something that has like a great name? I can't possibly do that, can I? I mean, we have enough leeway with farming experience that it's not going to be a big deal either way. If I have to pet a couple cows to figure out which one I want to sell. We do not have a loom. No, we're not going to be able to have a loom for a long time, I don't think. Can't vote. I'm team build the pig barn. The pig barn is a fun idea, but I feel like the overhead with the amount of extra hay we would have to incorporate is just not worth it, in my humble opinion. 55% of people are saying to sell a cow. I mean, we have a lot of cows. There's no doubt about it. I feel like, you know, it's written in the stars. It's written in the cow stars. The cow stellations. We gotta sell one of these cows. Build a barn and put one pig in it for the ostriches later. Wouldn't the pig, if we have one pig in there, can one pig, like, give birth to more pigs? Because that's what happens if you, like, your barn isn't full, right? Like, the animals start giving birth. Or can you, like, I guess you could, like, turn that off, right? You can make it so that they don't do that. It's insanely rare. We could do that. He would be lonely. That's true. He would be. We can't just have like one pig all by his lonesome in a barn, right? I feel like, you know, I'm committing. I'm selling a cow. I'm selling a cow. Maybe we'll get another barn in the future. Maybe we won't. But for now, how now, brown cow? All right. Oh, it kind of hurts though. It kind of hurts to see. It's like, I'm just like looking at them and I'm like, I don't want to sell any of you. I don't want to sell any of you. What about you? Bell Curve? Could we sell Bell Curve? Bell Curve looks really happy today. Sell for not 1,950 gold is all you're gonna give me for a lifetime of happiness? 46 months. We broke the Bell Curve. They go back to Marnie, who loves her cows. That's a good headcanon. I like that. Sorry, Bell Curve. Thank you for all the milk you have provided over the many years. You've done us a great service. 07 to Bell Curve. Are you sure? I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure. You know, you gotta learn to say goodbye someday. Teach them how to say goodbye. All right. It's been done. It's been done. There's no going back now. Is Marnie open on Sundays? Can I go get a pig right now? Vincent said piggies, not piggy. Vincent's gonna have to learn to be happy with cows as far as I'm concerned. All right. Yo, Rot Couture, thank you very much. Congrats on getting the gold clock built. It was a long fought goal, that's for darn sure. All right, purchase animals. Time to purchase little baby piggy. Choose a new barn for your pig. The only one we can pick. Here we go. I love the little wink sound. All right, the name of our one and only pig. Give me some inspiration here. Bamik, Tanani, Chechers, Mapu, Muchu, Jerturt. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing Fakey. It's like a fake cow. Bell Curve Jr. We could name it Bell Curve again. Promo, Paley. Bell Curve. What's something else to do with the bell curve? Like standard deviation? Normal distribution? These are all too long names, though. People do like bell curve. Fakey. Gauss. Bell Curve Jr. Normie. Norma. Gauss. A little Gaussian distribution. All right. I feel like Gauss. In honor of Bell Curve, who we gave up for this beautiful pig, everyone say hello to Gauss. I'll send little Gauss to his new home right away. There you go. Gauss has arrived. Gauss, the gassy pig. Let's go say hello. Not that we're not gonna be able to pet him, but we are gonna get to at least say hi. Hold on, quick. This is a quick HelloFresh moment, or OmniGeode moment, which is honestly probably better. Integral. Integral would be pretty good. I mean, he is integral to the situation here. Why does he look so, like, nonplussed? He does not look happy to be here, even remotely. What is that face? Okay, he's just a little sleepy. He's he's a little confused. He's a little confused. He's not sure why he's here just yet, but all right. Well, there you go. Baby pig face. That is a baby pig face. You're not, like, by virtue of being a baby pig. As a small pig. All right, let me wiki this. 'Cause it's been so long since I've had pigs on any farm. Pig, let's see. How long do you take to grow up? Pigs who eat every day mature after 10 nights have passed. It only takes 10 nights for a pig to mature. That's not too bad. It'll be ready just in time for spring, basically. A little ways into spring, I suppose. Yeah, 10 days. That's not terrible. So we just got to get through the rest of winter. Figure out what we're going to do in spring as far as, like, spring crops and stuff go. And then go from there. He was doing like one of these faces. The pig, Gauss was doing this face right here. Rocks for Jass it is. I don't think we're going to go to the festival. I think we're just going to ghost her. Chat, would it be worse to not give Jass any present at all, or to go to the festival for the explicit purpose of giving her a gift that she's gonna hate? So ungrateful. Oh gosh, sorry. It was so funny I choked on my own laugh. It's okay. Gauss is gonna learn to love it here. Mark my words. Yeah, just don't go, I think. Maybe she won't notice. Maybe she won't realize that she didn't get any gifts. I mean, she'll probably get gifts from her family, so you know it's fine. She'll be okay. At least she gets something. I think I don't want to ruin her... I don't want to ruin her holiday if I don't have to here. Yeah, Marnie will sneak or something, absolutely. Marnie or Shane or somebody. Vincent, maybe. Vincent can give her one of the many rabbit's feet that I gave him. He's got too many now, so I'm sure he could part with one of them, right? All right. I think we're good to go then. We got our pig. Now we just have to wait until spring, and eventually Gauss will bestow upon us the gift of truffles. Or, well, a truffle, I suppose. There's no other way to get a truffle. We didn't even, like, flirt with the idea of finding other ways to get a truffle, because I don't think there are any, other than the traveling cart, which is banned for this challenge. I don't think there was another way. She can get my gift? True, yeah, whoever's gonna give Beatrix a gift can just give it to Jas instead. Nobody will be left out that way. Yo, I like that. Incoming tea set for Jas. She would probably appreciate it more than I would, honestly. I've already got one, so I don't need any more. Alright, I think we're good. I already planted a bunch of grass and stuff for spring, right? I don't need to worry about that. Double check. Yeah, we got all the minty grass out here that we could ever want. Hope it's not alcohol. That would be awkward for sure. But hopefully if someone bought Beatrix alcohol as a gift and then she didn't show up, they would have the foresight. Hello? It's been so long since I got a call. What? Hello? Wait, you have a phone? Man, what provider gives you service all the way out there in the secret woods? Sniff, sniff. I can hear his sniffs over the phone. Oh! Is that you? I have some of that good sauce still, friend. It's making me very, very happy. Just wanted to say thank you. Bye-bye, friend. What on earth just happened? Did I dream that? I've never even heard of that happening. I mean, to be fair, the telephone is a very underused mechanic in the game to begin with, but that was... I did not expect that, dude. That was great. Yo, I'm glad he's. I gave him one bottle of Maypal syrup. He's making it last quite a while, honestly. I'm impressed. He's being very, you know, very frugal, I dare say. You always get that call? Hey, fair enough. It's a rarity for me. It's the first time I've ever seen that, so. First time seeing him. I mean, the first time we saw him was when we gave him the Maypal syrup, and he bestowed upon us the bear's knowledge, which we'll probably never use. At least not on purpose. Wrong stream for frugalness. Silly Archon getting new content out of Stardew all the time. I mean, these challenges force you to, like, utilize very niche aspects of the game, like the phone, which I feel like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not that niche of an aspect, but I feel like it is to me. Like, I feel like most of the time when I watch other people play Stardew, they don't have a phone. Well, I guess because they're doing, like, a challenge run on their own, and they didn't really need a phone. It does come in handy, though. Save you time in the long run. Less niche than wood chippers. What's the most niche machine in Stardew Valley? Is it the wood chipper, you think? I don't know how many casual players are out here buying wood chippers. It does seem like it's a good way to get wood. Like, if we've got a lot of wood out of it, if nothing else. If you got a lot of hardwood that you're not doing anything with, you could do worse than investing in some wood chippers. Worm bin? I don't know if the worm bin is niche so much as it is just, like, bad. Like, can it be niche if there's never a good case to use it? I guess there's not never a good case to use it. It's just very expensive for the stuff that you get out of it. Never use charcoal kilns. What about the, maybe this isn't that niche, but what about, like, the crafting bench? I don't think I've ever bought one of those. But I can see the use case for it, for sure. It makes it so you don't have to worry about, like, finding the specific materials when you're crafting stuff. You can just, like, place one in and like, surround it with chests and stuff. The workbench is great. Yeah, like, I think I'm just missing out on not using the crafting bench, honestly. You never don't have a crafting bench? Crafting bench is useful, yeah. I forgot to sleep. I thought it was the next day already. Oops. Happy Feast of the Winter Star to you, Pi. And to you as well, Iota. Literally never use the charcoal kiln. Charcoal kiln is definitely one of the more underutilized machines, for sure. I think there are cases where it can be useful. Like, coal is obviously a much scarcer resource than wood is. So if you desperately need a lot of coal and you don't have, like, money to buy it from Clint, and you happen to have a lot of, spare wood, there's definitely a reason there. The Enricher? The Enricher, yeah, I mean, the Enricher definitely. It's a very late game thing. Plus, it gets overshadowed so much by the pressure nozzle, which is the one that people are going to use more often every single time. Never use the bone mill. I haven't used the bone mill much prior to this challenge, and I've gained a newfound respect for the bone mill. It's helped us out quite a bit in this challenge, honestly, by virtue of its ability to provide tree fertilizer. Enricher is useless, you think? Another one of those machines that falls into, like, one of those late game things that rarely ever sees use because it's just not that useful is the hopper. Don't get me wrong, you definitely can use the hopper to good effect, but you get it so late in the game, and it's just like, and it doesn't do, like, everything that you want it to do. Like, it puts things into a machine, but it doesn't take them out. Which does have its benefits. Like, it's a good convenience to have. But if you could use them to, like, fully automate the process, then that would be, like, they would be leaps and bounds ahead of where they currently are in the tier list of Stardew machines. Slime hutch hella niche. I mean, I guess when you factor that in, yeah, like the slime egg press and the slime incubator. I definitely think the slime egg press is probably more niche and less used than the slime incubator. People will use the slime incubator just to have, like, slimes hatch in their home or around the town just for, like, just to troll the villagers. Toss a diamond at Grandpa. You know what? It is about to be the new year. It is about to be the new year. Lid, I think you might be onto something. Should we get a reevaluation from Grandpa here? I don't know if we're in a spot. Now that we befriended Vincent, we have a lot of friends. Maybe we have enough. Maybe we're at that point. I don't know. I haven't done the math to see whether this is going to be worth it, but we do have 123 diamonds. Why not give it a shot, right? It's been over 20 years. Well, technically not over 20 years since our last evaluation. It's been almost 20 years since our last evaluation. But Grandpa hasn't gone anywhere. Grandpa, come see how much farther we've gotten, please. It's a very different farm compared to what you saw when we were there. You placed the diamond on Grandpa's shrine, and I lost all my candles. Rip. All right. Well, later tonight that'll bear fruit. Do we have enough money? I mean, the money aspect is related to your, like, net to, like, total earnings, I think, which we definitely have more than enough of for maximum candle percentage, I think. Candles blew up, but they're still there. Is it possible to lose candles? Maybe if you, like, had befriended a bunch of people at your first evaluation, and then you lost that friendship and then reevaluated. Maybe there's a way to lose candles. I feel like I don't know if the game would let you lose candles, though, is the thing. That would be kind of funny, though, if Grandpa comes back and he's like, wait, what happened? You're so much worse off than you were. Bro, I can't give you... I'm going to take back the statue, too. You cannot lose friendship with your pet, no. Pet will love you forever and always. Little HelloFresh, by the way. Sounds like a Blade question. That is definitely a Stardew Mythbusters kind of question. Myth, you can lose candles if you reevaluate at Grandpa's shrine. Alright. I think we're good to go, right? I do have to put in, as is our yearly tradition, grab my stash of ancient fruit jelly and ship it just so we get the like new start of day banner for the new year. Of course, the Grandpa's evaluation is going to throw things off a little bit here. I don't know what order this stuff is going to go in, but everyone, it's finally time. It's been a while since we've had a New Year's celebration, but it was bound to happen eventually. Once more into the next new year. What is this going to be? Are we going into year 21 or is this 22? I've honestly lost track a little bit. I think this is 21. Gooey shipping, baby. All right. Well, get your party poppers and your firework emojis ready because it's been a fun year and I can't wait to see what the next one has in store. It is year 20. Thank you, Nightbot. Moving into year 21 here. Let's do it. I don't know if I should start counting down now or if if Grandpa's evaluation is going to mess me up here, but either way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It's a very stilted counting. Don't get me wrong. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody. Let your fireworks loose. Party hard in chat. Woo! Grandpa's here for the party, too. Here he is. Here he is. Looking as good as ever. You're looking clean, Grandpa. Did you do something with your beard? My dearest granddaughter. I'm glad you summoned me. I was perhaps a little too harsh with you last time. Forgive me. You've been working very hard, and I'm proud of it. It's going to bring a tear to my eye. Grandpa, do you mean it? Let's see. I'm so proud of you, my dear. You've really turned the place around since we last spoke. You're a better farmer than I ever was. That's kind of surprising. And you brought great honor to the family name. I can feel it now. My spirit is finally put to rest. Bless you. Is that 4 candles? That sounded like a very 4-candle-esque speech. Grandpa? Grandpa, show me something good, Grandpa. I'm ready. I'm ready. Is that 4 candles? Let's go! 4 candles acquired. It only took us 21 years, but here we are. All right, before I go and claim my long overdue prize here, let me go tell Nightbot. Hey, dummy, it's year 21, not year 20. Get your facts straight. Thank you. Perfect. There we go. Does collecting the iridium give mining XP? It does not. Thankfully, it does not. This is free iridium for the foreseeable future. We will never run into iridium problems ever again. Boom. Statue of Perfection. We did it, everybody. Wrap up the challenge. Perfection has been completed. We have the Statue of Perfection, clearly. It's made of pure iridium. It's so pretty. Am I going to dupe the statue? I don't feel the need to dupe the statue. There is a way to do that, but I feel like just having the one is special enough and good enough for me. And some pepper poppers. Nice way to celebrate, honestly. Give me a little pep in my step, please. All right, where do we put the Statue of Perfection, though? Where should we put this thing? Should we put it like we want to put it somewhere that is easily accessible by the furnace next to the bed, because we want to be able to like get this every day, right? We could do down next to the furnace. I mean, that's a good thought. We could move one of our seed makers and have it like right next to the door here as well, by the golden brazier. Ooh, that's kind of a nice vibe if we just put it like right next to there. We could have like maybe eventually we'll get like the Statue of Endless Fortune as well. And we can just have them like both flanking this thing, or I guess we'll technically eventually get the Statue of True Perfection, and then we can do that too. But I like that. That seems like kind of just a nice cozy vibe. Dragonic Moon, I like that. Yeah. Can picture the Statue of Endless Fortune there perfectly. It's like it was meant to be. Nico, by the way, thank you for becoming a member at the Neutron level. Thank you so much for the generosity and support. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy your Argon-based emojis and your new sword. Careful where you swing that thing. Thank you, thank you. And Purple, thank you for being a member for 8 months as well, by the way, at the Electron level. Seems like a good time for a memberversary. 8 months, closing in on that year milestone in a few months. I'd love to see it. Thank you so much. I'm going to accidentally turn that brazier off a lot. I'm going to endeavor not to, Chaotica, but I think you might be prognosticating there. All right. Yeah, what are we planting this season? We got to figure that out. We've got a field ripe for the picking here. I'm going to start just hoeing it because I know I'm going to want to plant something. Excuse you. I got to get a new mouse. My mouse has been like doing that. It'll like let go of the button on its own sometimes. Or it'll like double click by accident. Unless I hold it in a very like particular orientation. So I think this mouse is just on its last legs. Good time to open the barns. I don't think the barns ever closed, honestly. I think I left them open all winter. I have a bad habit of doing that. When was the last time we did a flower season? I mean, we did flowers as part of our last year because of the presence of the bee house over there. We wanted some flowers to do that, but we didn't do like a full like all-in flower season. Garlic, the year's smelly crops. Wait, hold on. How many? Okay, I'm gonna finish hoeing the fields here, but I do have an idea. It's an unorthodox idea, but I think it could be fun. We're gonna find out. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish hoeing the fields. Casual gamer, welcome on in. You haven't missed too much in the way of goals this stream. We shipped juice, and we're only on our second goal now. Which is, I actually realized just now I forgot to write that down on my list here. Let me go, truffle it up. Truffle. Our pigs should be mature relatively soon here as well. Like, I give it a few more days, and we'll be in a good spot here, I think. Unorthodox doesn't sound like the Argon we know. I know. I usually play things by the book here. Obviously, we're all here because, like, we all enjoy playing Stardew the exact way it was always intended to be played. Not deviating or challenging ourselves in any way. We're just here to enjoy the casual gamer experience. But I'm feeling a little quirky today. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up a little bit. I think we're overdue. I mean, for me, mixing it up would be like, be like planting the first 15 parsnips and completing that quest, or going and meeting everybody or something. I say while hoeing around a field full of stumps. What's your point? You're telling me your farms don't all look like this? I'm surprised. I didn't think you could get rid of these stumps. I thought they were just, set dressing. Okay, we're good there. I will have to come back and water, obviously, but that's a good start. I wanted to check though, back at home. I need to have a look at something here. So I have been setting these aside for quite some time over yonder. I have 266 mixed seeds. We could do one season of mixed seeds here. How do we feel about a mixed seed season? Just purely in the spirit of the randomizer. Utter chaos of the mixed seeds. I kind of like it. We're not doing anything else with these mixed seeds anytime soon. So I feel like this could be a fun time, a fun way to use these. I doubt spring is honestly the best season to use them in, but frick it. I want to do it. Let's go do it. Randomized perfection, randomized seeds. It's meant to be. Time for the mixed seeds, and I love it. They're most valuable in fall. I think if you want to get pedantic about it, they're technically most valuable on Ginger Island. Because you can get like what do you get on Ginger Island? I think you can get blueberries, pineapples, rhubarb, and something else. I don't remember what the last one is. But blueberries and pineapples on their own make it more than worthwhile, right? Either way. We're not in the business of min-maxing our profits here. Not anymore, anyway. That time is past. Now Beatrix just enjoys her life of chaos and utter nonsense, just going off the whims of whatever she decides to do that day. Just like Phineas and Ferb just wakes up and she's like, what are we going to do today? Or, I know what we're going to do today. That's how that goes, right? All right. Mixed seeds successfully planted. What do you think we're going to have the most of out of all these mixed seeds? I honestly can't tell just from looking at the seeds alone. There are a significant amount of parsnips in here for sure. Making fiber seeds. Oh, I guess mixed seeds are required for making fiber seeds. That's not a big deal though. We can always get more mixed seeds if we really need to in the future, if we want to do a fiber farm. But I hear there's already a fibrous farm out there that has that under control, so we probably don't need to worry about it too much ourselves. A lot of potatoes, but mostly parsnips. Maybe a few cauliflowers mixed in here and there. Oh, you can buy mixed seeds from Krobus, can't you? Yeah. On like a specific day of the week. Does he have like does he sell like an unlimited amount of them? Or is it just a modest supply? I don't remember. That's one of the things or is it from Sandy? Is it from Sandy or is it from Krobus? Goes to show how often I buy mixed seeds. Like 24. If you do that like every week, then that adds up pretty fast, I guess. I mean, we could do that even this year, because like if we want to go like all season mixed seeds, we're not gonna have enough. Like we don't even have enough for summer when that rolls around. So if we want to do a full year of mixed seeds, then we might have to start investing in Krobus. What day of the week can someone wiki this for me while I'm doing all this honest hard work? The life of a farmer never dulls down. Can someone wiki when Krobus sells mixed seeds? Thursday he sells 10 seeds. Okay, that's not good. Even if we buy them every week, that's not going to be enough to subsidize our mixed seed requirements, I don't think. We can buy, if we get at least one, if we purchase them at least one time, though, that'll be 138 mixed seeds, which is exactly enough for a new harvest. So maybe there's something to that. Time to slash some fiber in the woods and the mines. That is another possibility. Fibrous Farm 2.0. Oh my goodness. There's really no better way to get mixed seeds, huh? If we're gonna have to go on a fibrous adventure, if I want to do that, I don't know if I'm willing to commit that much to it. I'm at least willing to commit to buying the seeds from Krobus, so that I can get one more seasonal harvest out of the deal. I don't know if I'm willing to go the extra mile and start grinding out mixed seeds though. Back from your programming cavern to announce that a new randomizer update is out. Yo, Mobby, thank you. If you haven't seen it, if you missed it last stream, Mobby made a web app version of the randomizer so that it's much more accessible. There should still be a link in the description below the stream to that. Definitely check it out. If you were curious about trying out your own randomizer, but you were put off by the idea of having to deal with the Google spreadsheet nonsense, it's a much more accessible form of it now. I want to start eating some of my flowers for energy. How much energy are the flowers even worth? I don't even know, honestly. Flowers. Poppies. Dude, honestly, these aren't terrible energy compared to like the common mushrooms I've been munching on. That would be a unique diet for sure. Just tulips and poppies. We have more than enough flowers to definitely make do with that, but Beatrix flower eating arrow would be fantastic. Maybe. I mean, you know, she's very used to her common mushroom diet. It's something that she's been she's been refining the common mushroom cuisine for many years. It might be time for a change of pace. True flower power, if you will. We can try it. I'm not opposed to trying a little flower diet. Little floral accoutrement. I think flowers are like really bitter, aren't they? In real life, or at least like most of them are. I've heard tell. All right, let's go find a nice stack of flowers, a nice stack of nutritious, energizing flowers to munch on. Mushroom and flower diet. I mean, if the music's telling me anything, it's telling me that sounds like a pretty good diet to me. Ooh, baby. I needed this kazoo in my life to balance out video cat jazz. I need some kazoo for sure. All right, 11 gold star blue jazzes, 13 silver star fairy roses. I'm not sure. Ooh, I mean, we want a nice big stack, which is going to be, I mean, most of the biggest stacks are the common quality ones here. I think we should probably go Summer Spangle's not bad. Sunflowers? Do I even have like much in the way of sunflowers? Oh, I do. I have 64 sunflowers right there. Eating whole. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? What if you were just walking down the street and you just looked across the way and you saw someone walking by holding an entire sunflower and just munching on the petals slowly as if it's like the most normal and casual thing in the world. Dude, I mean, more power to you, honestly, but I think we're gonna go. I mean, we have a lot of poppies as well. You know what? Sunflowers. Forget eating the sunflower seeds. We're just eating the whole sunflower. Perfect. There we go. Inaugural sunflower munching. Yummy, baby. It's barely an upgrade over the common mushrooms as far as energy goes, by the way. But it's the principle of the matter, honestly. Sunflowers match her outfit, at least. That's very true. I mean, if we really wanted to match her outfit, we'd go with like a daisy, but daisies are not a flower you can grow, unfortunately. All right. I think we lock it in now, right? Good to go. Your Minecraft brain went, ooh, a full stack of sunflowers. It was 64 sunflowers. Very Minecraft pilled. How is it that Kazoom never gets old? It's always a breath of fresh air every single time I hear it. I don't know how this music can be so evergreen, but I'm so here for it. It's also stream number 64. Nintendo 64. It's all lining up. It's all lining up. All right. I don't know the exact date that our little piggy, that Gauss, will be fully grown. Gauss, are you? It's gonna be like an endeavor on its own to try and find the truffle when Gauss is fully grown. I mean, maybe I'll just be able to follow him around and watch him dig it up. It only gets better. Yeah, it is true. Kazoom, one of the few songs that gets better every time you hear it, honestly. All right, ooh, our iridium is ready as well. Love to see that. 4 iridium ore. We're gonna have such a big supply of iridium. Do you remember back in the day? I mean, honestly, if we had run into any issues where we needed iridium for like one of our goals, we still would have been in that boat of like, it's really hard to find iridium. Now we're just gonna be like swimming in this stuff. It's gonna be great. Kazoom equals dopamine. It is kind of dopamine given form. I didn't think that you could make a song out of pure dopamine, but I've been proven wrong. Smelt iridium. I guess I could start just like smelting iridium as we get it. That's a good point. Like, what if I just carry around a little bit of coal? And we can start just smelting the iridium. Well, first I'm actually gonna smelt one more gold bar here, just so we have 5 in case we need like to upgrade one of our steel tools in the near future. But I do think that this is probably a good thought. I don't really need I'm just trying to think of, because like we don't have that much free inventory space if we do this, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put away the copper pickaxe. The rest of these I still use like enough that I feel like I wanna hold on to them, but the pickaxe does not get that much use, honestly. Oh, we can sell iridium. We can definitely smell iridium bars. They probably wouldn't smell like much of anything, but we can sell iridium bars and gold bars technically for fun and for profit if we wanted to. That's a good thought. I forgot that was one of the shipments that we've unlocked. Very smelly stream so far. Smells like Gauss out here. Where's Gauss? Gauss, he's fully grown! That is a mature pig if I've ever seen one. All right, now, how does this work? Any pig aficionados in chat? How do truffles work? Because I honestly have so little experience with pigs that I don't know the mechanics behind truffles. Just wait, wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, problem solved. Okay, well, you know what? You deserved it, honestly. Gauss looks really happy today. I would like to claim your truffle, sir. 7 experience. 1 truffle, a gourmet type of mushroom with a unique taste. Not bad. That was, that was very easy. Do they produce like 1 truffle per day if you leave them long enough? Or is it, are they limited? Also, will the truffles ever disappear if I don't pick them up? Because I worry that we're gonna have a farm full of truffles, and I'm gonna not be able to navigate around them, depending on how long this goes on for. At the end of the season? Okay, if they just disappear at the end of the season, then we're gonna be just fine. With only 1 pig, then it's not bad. They can produce 3 or more truffles per day. Is that true? If I just followed Gauss around long enough, would he just keep on digging them up? That'd be wild, dude. They despawn at the end of the season. Reference Shawnee do level 10 farming in 1 day. It's been a while since I've seen that video, but I should have remembered, honestly. 3 or more only at max friendship. I got you. Well, Gauss is at half of 1 heart, so we're well on our way. But for now, let's ship that truffle and get ourselves a new goal, I think. There's not much more to it than that, is there? Let me go see. Because, like, with the mixed seeds, it's going to be... they're going to be growing at like different rates and stuff. It's looking good so far. Looking great so far. I think a couple of them will be done, or all the parsnips should be done tomorrow, right? And there's quite a few parsnips I'm now realizing. Oh, forage. Yeah, you're right, foraging, because truffles give foraging experience, not farming. If you pet all the pigs, though, it still would not be anywhere near enough for level 15 farming, but in one day. Alright. Lock it in. Tomorrow I can buy seeds from Krobus. It's just a great day all around. Quick little 625 gold from the truffle. I'll take it. That's pretty good for, I mean, just one thing. A single truffle. I guess there's a reason people have barns full of pigs, huh? Makes too much sense. Alright. New outfit name in preparation for a new goal. I think we might be due for a new outfit. But I don't know what kind of theme we would want to go for. You know, let's let the next goal decide. Let's go roll a new goal and just see what the stars have in store for us. And if we think we can theme an outfit around this goal, then we'll go for it. If not, then you know what? It's still a cute outfit that we're rocking right now, so why change a good thing, right? New goal, new drip. Hold on one second. My headphone cord's getting all tangled. I gotta mute myself so I can fix this. Alright. Should be good to go. Hopefully my microphone's still in a decent spot there. Will we finally get a star drop? It might be time. I mean, they can't keep the star drops away from us forever, right? Eventually, we're gonna have to, like, they're not gonna have an option. It might be the last, like, 7 goals that we get are the star drops. Wouldn't that be something else? Technically 6 goals, because one of the star drops is not a goal because it's the fishing thing, and you catch all the fish anyway, so you'll just get that naturally, but we'll see. Either way, that's neither here nor there. Ship a truffle. Success. 21.6, and now I have a new pig on my farm. A new farmy friend. I love Gauss. Gonna give us a Gaussian distribution of truffles in the near future, I'm sure of it. 21.6, let's keep on moving to that crisp and clean 22%. What do you got for me? Chip clay. Anyone feeling a clay-themed outfit? Ooh, clay farming time, baby! Yes, let's go! Alright, clay. Goal 123, ship clay. It's easy as 1, 2, 3 even. What does clay tailor into? It's a great question, honestly. Let's go answer that question. Is Vincent's favorite stream? Alright. This is a certified clay moment. 1 second. Where's clay in this list? Gosh darn. Ship clay. Touch fuzzy, ship clay. Alright. Let's grab ourselves some iridium here. And we got a little bit of clay here. We can definitely see what this tailor's into. Probably makes a brown shirt. If I had to guess, I would be very surprised if this made like a rainbow shirt. Oops, I always miss that. Always mix that up somehow. That's a shirt. That sure is a shirt. It's literally just a shirt. It's the most just a shirt I've ever seen. One singular clay. How long did shipping truffles take? Not long as far as stream time goes, but it did take a decent amount of time as far as just like, as far as in-game days. It's a very wearable shirt. Do we have pants to match. Is it time for the brown skirt to make a comeback? Brown skirt, brown shirt. This isn't, I feel like this shirt isn't brown enough. You know what I mean? It's not like a dark enough brown. Do we have a darker brown shirt? Strangely, I feel like this orange shirt is almost more brown than the one we currently have. Yellow and green shirt, lime green tunic, shirt. Jeez Louise. There are many shirts in here. Little bomber jacket. We will have to check our, I mean, the warm flannel shirt, that's part of our lumberjack outfit, but it also does kind of fit the vibe. I mean, we might just have to go with this shirt. Skip the drip and ship the clay. Nah, we're all about the drip. We gotta get dripped out of our mind here. I do like that shirt actually. It's very orange, but you know what? Who am I to betray the clay? This feels right. Let's see. Do we have a good hat to match this? I honestly feel like the hat that, like the daisy that she's already got on, matches pretty well. A little sou'wester, maybe. Wearable dwarf helm. Garbage hat, golden helmet, frog hat, dark cowboy hat. We don't want to go too saucy with it. We don't want to go too extra saucy with it. Little tropiclip to add just that little splash of color. Nah, it doesn't quite work. Why are we wearing fall colors in spring? Blame the clay. None of these are working. Honestly, like the daisy, I know we just wore it for a very long time, but I feel like the daisy does so well. Forager's hat, though? I mean, I feel like I overuse the Forager's hat because it's such a good hat. It goes with so many things. Like, this is great. This is definitely great. You know what? I can get behind this. This is a nice cohesive color theme of an outfit. Iota, you get the daisy. There you go. I can't even see it on you, but there you go. A little daisy for Iota. Why not? She's so cute. So kawaii. Perfect. Just thought of something? Hit me with it, Miss Palindrome. Imagine Pi being able to wear the daisy hat in the update. I'm very much looking forward to the 1.6 update, if only for hats on cats and on dogs, to be fair. Let's not forget Timbeeb in this conversation. Timbeeb the OG. Well, technically, if you want to be really pedantic about it, Timbeeb is not the OG. I think the OG was Garfield or something. I forget yeah, you know what, that checks out. The cat I had on Lazy Farm from the No Level Up challenge back in the day. I mean, Lazy Garfield, it was an orange cat. Just went without saying. All right, clay. How many clays should I ship? Just one? A solitary clay? You blame the clay. A singular clay. Little clay for you, Lewis. What if he came in to, like, get the stuff that we need to ship today, and he just saw, like, a bunch of dirt in there, and he's like, oh, I guess she's got nothing in there today. She needs to clean this out, though. One solitary clay. Yeah, clay should be saved for crafting. We do need to save some of it for crafting, for sure. Alright. Ooh, cinder shards. I still think it's worthwhile to get these while we have a decent amount of leeway as far as fishing XP goes. Yo, mixed seeds. Wait, that reminds me, I gotta go buy my mixed seeds from Krobus today. Let's go. Thank you to Random RNG for reminding me of that. Walnut room. Walnut room will happen eventually. It'll happen when it's ready to happen. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe as goal 550. I don't know, but it will happen. All right. For some reason, I was about to go to Haley's house. Don't ask me why. I guess it's just muscle memory. I think the next goal is gonna be a cooking goal. Curly comment. I would not be mad about a cooking goal. Don't worry, Krobus. I got you. All right. Mixed seeds, please. I didn't even see how much he was selling them for. Couldn't have been that expensive, though. They're mixed seeds. Like, come on. I'm holding sunflowers. It makes sense. Yeah, the sunflowers just magnetized towards Haley. It's not my fault. Seeds are 30 gold. So 300 gold for the lot. That's, you know, that's a bargain, honestly. Would it be cheaper to just buy your own, like, parsnip seeds or other seeds of other varietals? I guess it just depends on what kind of seed you get out of it in the long run. Either way, we have enough for our next season of harvest here. Why do we need mixed seeds? We just need a little bit more for our next season. We planted a bunch of mixed seeds this season, and if we want to do it again next season, then we needed to re-up our supply. There we go. Clay successfully shipped. Don't mind if I do. Oh, you love to see that iridium bar. Such a nice shade of purple. B-E-A Trix. Beatrix. And B-E-A Beautiful. Alright. New goal time. I put it off long enough. I relished in the clay shipment for far too long. It's time for a new one, baby. Clay hath been shipped. Finish that goal up. 1 away from 22% here. What is going to get us there? Could it be a cooking goal? Could it be a crafting goal? Could it be a backpack upgrade? Could it be the walnut room? Or could it be yet another shipping goal? So many options. What will it be? Find out next time. Okay, never mind. We're just going to do it right now, actually. Ship a pale ale! Yo! Yo, this actually has so... Because back when I was, like, prototyping this challenge... And I don't know how many of you remember this, back from, like, when I was, like, showing off, like, a prototype version of this challenge. This was the very first goal that I ever had. Like, this is the first, like, but other than, like, you know, when I was, like, testing the randomizer to see if it would work, the first legitimate goal that I went for in any iteration of this challenge, ship a pale ale. And it's finally come full circle. That is a weird hit of nostalgia for me. I love it. All right, pale ale. Easy. Yeah, there are a lot of things to ship. We should not be that surprised about shipping goals. That is for darn sure. It was so long ago now that we shipped the pale ale for the first time, and now, 124 goals later, it has come back. All right. The first randomizer, the proto randomizer. Hold on, I just gotta change the goal in the top left there. Where is pale ale here? Pale ale. There it is. Okay. Surely we have hops, right? Certainly we have hops. We got 3 hops. Is that... So there's one for shipping. One for pale ale. And one for fun. One for tailoring. A bitter, tangy flower used to flavor beer. So we don't have to wait until summer to grow any more of these, at least. Very, very nice. One for Pam if I haven't completed that quest yet. Oh, good call. Good shout. Did I ever get Pam's Thirsty? Did I ever do that quest? Because I did befriend Pam. I don't know. I guess I must have at some point, but all right. Apologies to the keg. There you go. We'll get a nice frothy pale ale out of that with a little bit of ancient fruit flavoring from the residual wine we were making in there. I feel like that sounds pretty good. Yeah, we definitely must have done that quest at some point because it was such an easy friendship goal to complete back in the day, right? Parsnips looking pretty nice here. We're only going to get wild honey this season. because we don't have any flowers nearby, but that's okay. I am content to let the bees roam wild. Let them do as they do. Pale ale doesn't take very long to make, does it? I don't know if it'll be, like, so quick that it's ready, like, next time we wake up, but I feel from my, like, historically, in my brain, I don't remember the exact amount of time that it's going to take, but it's not that long. Yeah, it's like 1 day or 2 days or something like that. It's like a day and a half, maybe. So if we waited long enough today, it would probably just be done. But unless it's done before I'm about to go off to bed, then I'm just going to probably sleep. We had a pale ale / hop empire back in the Price of Perfection days. I definitely remember that. It's honestly what got us, like, most of our earnings towards the gold clock during Price of Perfection came from pale ale, I'm pretty sure. It was a long period, because I think it was like we combined pale ale with the cactus, oh, sorry, with the cactus fruit hunt. Sorry for the spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Price of Perfection. I'm always bad about that. I always forget that, you know, a lot of people here probably haven't seen Price of Perfection. There we go, pale ale acquired. You weren't listening, thankfully? Perfect. That's exactly what we like to hear. Alright. There we go, pale ale done. Easy peasy. Almost want to get another one just so I can tailor it into a shirt. Although I think all the alcoholic beverages tailor into the same thing, don't they? So wouldn't that be important? All right. Boom. Pale ale. Perfect. The perfect pale ale for profitability. You'll probably forget about this by the time you go to watch Price of Perfection. Valid. Especially by the time you get to that point in the Price of Perfection, if you're watching, like, the full series. I'm not gonna lie, with how close I am to getting finished the Master Angler Challenge, the next project I'm gonna be working on as far as, like, edited stuff goes is the Price of Perfection, like, the edited version of that. And I'm getting hyped for it. It's been so long since I've delved into, like, the world of Frugal Farm. I think it's gonna be cool to, like, go for a trip down memory lane while I'm editing that. I'm still not exactly sure how I'm gonna structure it, but it's gonna be fun. I don't want to think too far ahead, though, because I still have to, you know, finish the Master Angler video, which is getting, like, perilously close to being done. Like, so close that, like, if I committed after this stream, if I committed for, like, most of the day, I could probably finish editing it today, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the time or the energy to do that, but we'll see. I mean, when you get so close to being done a big project like that, there's, you know, the excitement can sometimes energize you enough on its own. Yeah, Price Perfection is not going to be one single video. I think there's just too much content in there to boil it down to one. I mean, I could, but I feel like it would lose a lot of its character and charm if I did that, so I feel like I'm just going to do, like, bite-sized episodes and stuff. Alright. Lock in the day. Pale ale shipped, 300 gold. Like, that's pretty good, because you get, like, that's why we were doing that, because it's like you get like 1 hop per day. They regrow 1 day, which is insane, and then you can process them in basically the same amount of time, and it's like really good. It's a really good moneymaker if you've never delved into that one before. Also, hops, underrated food source, I must say, because you can grow them. You can grow so many of them so fast, and they're pretty decent as far as energy goes. So, is it necessarily the most healthy thing in the world to eat raw hops? Honestly, I don't know, but it would probably be insanely bitter. Thankfully, your farmer in this game does not complain about the taste. They don't have, like, different flavor preferences. Alright. Hop on back to the randomizer here. Ship a pale ale. Back when this was Back when this was the first goal that I ever did, that took a lot longer, I'll tell you that. It was shipping a pale ale from scratch on a new farm is an odyssey for sure. I don't think it's quite as laborious as our first goal in the actual randomizer here was to befriend our homie, but it was good enough, and it just goes to show how far we've come that we were able to complete it just that fast. Finish it up. No active goal. 22%. Now, nothing else forward. Let's move on towards 23%, right? Show me what you got. I said, show me what you got, though. It's thinking. It's thinking about it. Ship a rabbit's foot. I think we have a few of those. I think we have 1 or 2 of those lying around. Easy peasy. And that's one step closer to just being able to ship every single thing that our animals are producing. That's very nice. All right. Ship rabbit's foot. Let's go do it. Gotta love these quickie goals, yeah. In fact, it's so quick that I'm not even gonna change the thing in the top left. I'm just gonna hide it for now. Now it really is fluffy shirt time. We did just change our outfit, though. I feel like we would be doing a disservice to this outfit if we swapped it off right now. Beatrix kind of be looking like an archaeologist. Am I the only one seeing that? It honestly, this does fit the clay vibe. I do like it. All right, rabbit's foot. I have a solitary, lonely, 0 quality rabbit's foot. It was meant to be. Explorer Beatrix. Where in the world is Beatrix Stardew Valley? It's not her last name, but I don't know what her last name is, so. All right, lock that in. And just like that, that's another goal complete. And another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the clay. Via the Explorer. Here you go. Holy moly. 0 quality rabbit's feet selling for quite a lot. I guess rabbit's feet are worth a decent amount. You just normally don't, like, sell them because you're using them for friendship a lot of the time. At least that's the way that I go. Alright. Easy peasy, pudding in the breezy. Beatrix O'Treat. Beatrix Matrix. That's too many X's. Too many X's for one name. Alright. Hey, weren't we just here? We certainly were, friends. We certainly were. Just how fast these goals go sometimes. Finish that goal up. 22.2%! Can we get some 22.2s in chat? That's so many 2s. That's so satisfying. Oh, I love that. You don't get to see this all that often. That's nice. 2, baby. All the 2s on a Tuesday. It was meant to be. Serendipity strikes again. Will this be enough serendipity to bless whatever our next goal is, though? Only one way to find out. Hit me with it. Craft a stepping stone path. That's a mouthful if I've ever heard one. Might be one of the longest goal names that there possibly is. Also, yes, very good path. The shipping cycle has officially been broken, by the way. We got juice, truffle, clay, pale ale, and rabbit's foot before we finally got a non-shipping goal. Stepping stone path. Guess we're on the right path. Give you a +2 for that one, Marshmallow Opossum. Yeah, I don't think there's that much to this crafting recipe, is there? Is it literally just like 1 stone, probably? I can't imagine there would be much else to this one. Let's see what we got here. Stepping stone path. Literally 1 stone. All right. More flooring is never a bad thing either. Craft a few of them here. Stepping stone path. Done. Just like that. Do we have room for another face somewhere? Another sneaky deadpan face? I don't know if these would make a good face, to be honest with you. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. He's a little... this dude has seen better days. Oh no. You know what? I'm kind of digging it more the more I look at it. He needs a carrot nose. Change the bottom left stone. I guess you can change these stones, can't you? It's a little he's a little. Can I make it so he has like teeth? Like if I get one of the, yeah, like that. Now he's kind of got like teeth going on. He's doing like one of those like clenched teeth expressions. Isn't there an emoji like that? Can we get some clenched teeth emojis in chat? I don't know, he's not, and he's kind of crying a little bit, but yeah, that's him. That's him right there. That's the closest we're gonna get anyway. A single teardrop on the left eye. It's like, ooh. It's like, ooh, what have you done to me? He looks like how I feel after work. Oh, so relatable. Just screenshot this and say hashtag relatable. Alright, well there you go. Stepping stone path. We got our requisite face out of it. Let's go, let's go find out what we got on the docket next here. Not a teardrop, that's eye gunk. Just a little sleepy. I could see it. Alright. Stepping stone path. Strangely eventful for what it was. Finish this goal, please. 22.3. Not too shabby. Rounded down. Alright. No sense wasting time here. Let's see what we got next. What's our new adventure? Cook crab cakes. Cook crab cakes, you say? Alright. Is that easy? Do we have crab? I don't know if we have a crab. Do we have to go kill a rock crab for this? Because I think most of these recipes, when they have a like a fish component, they're locked behind having caught that fish. But I don't think we've caught crabs before. We've caught lobsters. I don't know. Let's go have a look in our chest and just see what we got going on. Yeah, the crab pots, like we have crab pots and there's certainly a crab in one of them, but we can't take it because that is the goal for catching a crab. We're not allowed to catch a crab yet. So we have to, if we don't have a crab already, we have to find a crab another way here. Either way, let me write this down real quick. Crab cakes. We did get crabs, or at least one crab at some point in the past, because that's how we got our initial crab pots to begin with. For completing the crab pot bundle, I think we got the, or did we complete the crab pot bundle? It's been so long now. Either way, we can get them from rock crabs, so worst comes to worst, that's what we're gonna have to do. Also, this one might take a minute, so let's actually change the goal in the top left there. Alright, cooking crab cakes. On the plus side, crab cakes is actually like a pretty good food, isn't it? Both in real life and in the game. Yeah, I definitely remember getting the crab pot bundle, so I definitely, because we had those initial few crab pots. Oh, I gotta go to the movie theater at some point this month as well, so we can get, actually I didn't go last month, so I was collecting the movie posters, and maybe I still am, but I completely spaced on last month. Oh well. Alright, no crabs in here. I doubt there's any crabs in our fish tanks here. But it's worth a look. Did it give speed plus defense? Something like that, yeah. Refrigerator? I don't think I would have put it in the refrigerator, but I'll have a quick look. No, we got 5 pina coladas, but not a single crab. Looks just like my fridge in real life. Got a lobster in there. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to... I think we're gonna have to grab... I think we're gonna have to kill a rock crab, honestly. I think we're gonna have to do a little rock crab reset grind. So let's go ahead. We crafted stuff today, so we're gonna lock in the day, and then I guess we have to go slay crab. It's a relatively common drop from a rock crab, right? What else do we even need for the crab pot recipe? Sorry, for the crab cake recipe. Crab cakes, crab cakes. Crab cakes. Crab, wheat flour, egg, and oil. So the rest of it is, like, painfully easy. It's literally just the crab. Do we have to reset after 1 crab? Let's have a look at what our combat experience is looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away for right now, just so I have room to spare here. Let's see. So we have a decent amount of leeway as far as combat XP goes. We have to be careful. I guess we don't have to be that careful. What's the eradication goal for rock crabs? It's like 30 rock crabs or something like that. As long as we don't kill 30 rock crabs, we should be fine. 60 rock crabs? I think it's 30 for, I don't know, 60. We're definitely not going to kill that many, that's for darn sure, because that would make us level up, I'm pretty sure. Get my pickaxe? Probably a good idea, actually, yeah. Good shout. Good shout there, Hollis. Let's get ready here, shall we? I'm gonna put the hay away for right now. I'm gonna put all this away for right now. Let's just have a sensible inventory here. There you go. Your average mining inventory. I don't even need what else am I even gonna collect, honestly? 30 Dougies, I think you're right, yeah. That's probably where I was getting confused. Alright. Should I get any food? Maybe I should get some speed buff food, just so I can get to the mines nice and quick here. What if we pop a triple shot espresso and some pepper poppers in the morning? Or spicy eel. Spicy eel plus luck as well. I think actually luck is not something we want, right? I think luck, like, makes it so monsters are less likely to appear. The pepper poppers. Nice tasty stack of sunflowers. Alright. The rock crabs give 4 experience. Yeah, we can definitely kill a few rock crabs per reset. It's not that big of a deal if we have to take a little bit of extra combat experience on the chin. What should be our limit? How many rock crabs should we kill per reset here? Like, if we don't get it in, say, 5 rock crabs, if we find that many, I think it's probably worth a reset. Alright, what's a good floor to check for rock crabs either? Floor 5. It's gonna be... We're gonna have to, like... I forgot that finding rock crabs is gonna be kind of annoying too, isn't it? %15 drop rate. Hopefully we just find one, like, nice and quick here. And we just gotta be... You gotta be on the lookout for rocks that are, like, out of place, that are off of the grid-based alignment that Stardew operates upon. They move when you're looking at them, I thought. I don't think so. I think you have to, like, get kind of close to them in order for them to move towards you. Oh, none of those. Oh, wait, I think this might be one? Nope. I thought it looked a little bit off the grid. Oh, when you aren't looking at them, I thought. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I mean, rock crabs gotta be one of the hardest monsters to farm, honestly. I guess I can get some of this while I'm here. Get some extra mixed seeds out of it, maybe. PJR, baby. The OG stream hype song. PJR. Rock crab. But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock crab. I'm just trying to keep my eyes as peeled as I possibly can. Living hat, maybe? There's always a chance. There's always a chance when you come across fiber. Not a significantly high chance, but a chance nevertheless. Rock crab. You're definitely a rock crab. I see you. Thought it was a rock crab. What can I say? Why not walk further in? Because I don't want to waste too much time per floor. I'm like, you know, I'm on a tight schedule here. These rock crabs are not going to meet me in the middle, then I don't want to meet them, period, honestly. Think of this as a precursor, by the way, to when we inevitably get the slay 60 rock crabs goal. That's going to be a fun one. Maybe I should zoom out like a little bit. I'll take the extra bit of vertigo just to see if I can spot anything else. Rock crab, rock crab. Yeah, bombing does give mining XP. Not that we're that concerned about mining XP anymore, so it's not that big of a deal if we get some wayward mining XP here and there, but no sense to be flaunting it around all namby-pamby either. Oops, I mean that was just a misclick, to be honest with you, but it's 3 experience, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, they're usually off-center. That's what I'm looking for, is like rocks that are off-center. Just the tiniest little bit. And they're not being kind to me this day. Do rock crabs appear on elevator floors? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. I feel like I've definitely seen them appear on elevator floors before. I know there's like a rule with like gemstones that like most gems can't appear on elevator floors. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. Not sure. Taking that out of my rock crab quota. All right, 4 rock crabs for this reset. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm nothing if not equal. Equal opportunity. Why not just go the fishing route? We cannot catch a crab. That's not been one of our goals, so we're not allowed to yet. That would be amazing if we could just like go grab a crab from one of our myriad crab pots, but 'tis not the case. Dude, there is nary a crab in sight. Nary a crab, I say. Have you ever seen such a lack of crabs? I don't think I have. Wait, I think that's a crab right there. Hold on a minute. Crab spotted. Crab acquired. All right, target locked. Better luck next time. All right. I forgot how powerful this sword is. I thought I was going to be in for a battle for a second, but turns out it was, you know, turns out I'm a little too powerful for this this spot in the mines. Thank you to the homie blade for that one. Oh, second crab spotted. Yep. All right. Two more crabs before a reset is warranted here. Any more crabs? Why do I feel like crabs are more likely to appear on floors that other crabs are already on? Do crabs congregate like that? What do you call a group of crabs in real life? Like, you know how there's like a murder of crows, an amusement of cows. What do you call crabs? I want to say a cluster of crabs. Crabs don't herd, but what if they did though? What if there was a cluster of crabs? Pinch of crabs? Is it really a pinch of crabs? Also, is it really a flutterby of butterflies? Or did someone is that just made up? Even if it is made up and it's entirely wrong, I'm still gonna keep saying it because it's so much fun. The cast is the actual answer. I know who can be the judge of that. Hey Siri, what do you call a group of crabs?
A group of crabs is called a cast.
A cast of crabs.
This is from factretriever.com.
That's from factretriever.com. Thank you, factretriever.com. And thank you to Nuke Dukem for the actual real lore answer. A cast of crabs, like they're auditioning for a play or something. A consortium of crabs is also. There's no way that's real. You're pulling my leg. If the crab consortium gathers tonight. Oh my god, that's such a great word. If that's true, then I'm never going back from crab consortium. Maybe try lava crabs. They would give more experience though, right? I don't know if that's worth the risk here. Is that rock off center? Looked off center for a second, but it was hard to tell because there's so few other rocks around it. No less silly than a parliament of owls. Whoever came up with these like group names needs a promotion from whatever position they're currently in. I don't care. They need a promotion. They're great. They're doing great work out here. Lava crabs give 15 XP versus the 4 we get. Like killing one lava crab is almost the equivalent of killing 4 of these just base level rock crabs. I feel like that's too much of a jump in experience. Especially if they have the same drop rate for crabs, which I feel like they probably do. No crabs spotted. A cast of crabs suggests they're all actors. Sounds like an anime, honestly, waiting to happen. Crab-based anime? Is there any crab-based animes out there? Of course there is. There's an anime based on everything these days. Either of you crab? I'm gonna crab it up a little bit. Actors playing rocks. They're playing their part very well, I must say. A fluffle of bunnies. Please tell me it's true. Not a fan of these bugs, that's for darn sure. Honestly, I'm gonna like run out of time in the day before I hit my quota of crabs here. I didn't think that would be the case, but turns out crabs are a bit capricious. A bike of bees is your favorite? Is that how do bees even bike? They barely have legs. What the heck? No crab. Better luck next time. Chad, I'm starting to get a little crabby at the lack of crabs and not the Pokemon. That is how I remember where Krabby comes in the Pokedex order, though. Is that it goes Onyx, then it goes Krabby. No, it goes Onyx, then it goes Drowsy. And I remember that Krabby comes after Drowsy because when I'm drowsy, I'm crabby. When I wake up from being drowsy, I'm a little crabby. That's how I remember that one. One of my fun mnemonics to remember Pokemon. For no discernible reason. Oh, I think... Crab? That's an off-center rock. You can't tell me that rock's not off-center. What the heck, man? There's so few... Have we run out of crabs? Do they know we're looking for them? What on earth? What do you actually need to cook crab cakes? The only other ingredient... Like, we have all the other ingredients. We got the flour, the egg, and the oil. Literally, we just need a crab. Just a crab, and we can move on to our next goal. Is this going to be another hash brown situation where I spend like 4 hours looking for a crab? I'll do it. I mean, I'll do it because I have no choice but to do it. But I didn't think I would have to do it, honestly. Oh, this is gonna be an easy one. Oh well. We'll take our time here. Like I've said many times, I was a RuneScape player back in the day. There's no grind you can confront me with that will be insurmountable. If this crab takes, you know, 2, 3, 4 streams to find a single crab, that's just the way it goes. We just take 2, 3, 4 streams to find a single crab. And we'll move right along to our next goal, whatever the case may be. And I'll do it all with a smile on my face. Is that a crab? Looked like a crab for a second. I am actually gonna have to reset the day based on like the time relatively soon here. It's impossible to get a crab drop when you need it. Apparently so. This is as bad as befriending the dwarf first thing in the run. I mean, let's not say things that we can't take back. We are overdue for even a single crab sighting. Whether it drops a crab or not is inconsequential. I just want to see a crab is the thing. I've been doing this all day, and I've seen 2 crabs. like this does not bode well for the future of crab economy. This is why you usually skip Demetrius's requests. No crabs, just slimes. Stardew Valley story. Crabs are really good at hiding today. We probably have seen some that I just didn't realize were there because they were so well camouflaged. I wouldn't be surprised at that, honestly. It's okay, we vibing. In between levels, need more sword swinging. My sword is thirsty. It's thirsty for crab blood. Do crabs have blood? They're like insects. Insects don't really have blood, do they? I don't really know that much about the etymology of insects, which is strange because I have a book all about insects that just like it's been sitting in my closet for like a very long time, and every I just go into my closet and I'll like see it there sometimes and I'll be like, why do I still have this? They have blood. I mean, crabs aren't technically insects, but they're like they're more insect than they are, you know, mammal. They're the insects of the sea. You can't tell me that if you were to take a picture of a crab and a spider side by side, don't even get me started. You're gonna tell me spiders are also not insects, but come on, bear with me on this one. But if you looked at them side by side, you're gonna tell me there's no relation there? Look, it's either that crabs are insects or spiders are crustaceans. I don't know what other answer you could divine from this. Insects evolved from crustaceans. Is that true? Spiders are crustaceans? Or are crabs arachnids? There are many possible options, I suppose. Look, I know it's getting late game. If you just want to give me what I want, I'll be out of here, I promise. But you're not going to make it that easy for me, apparently. Not today. It's been a while since we've had, you know, a good proper RNG-based grind, I suppose. Game's got to milk it when it gets the chance. Crab? Top right? Was there a crab top right? I didn't even... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's the worst when there is a crab and you guys see it, but I don't. And because of the stream delay, I get there too late. Laisha, welcome on in. We have had a nice supply of goals today, mostly shipping based, and we are on to crafting or cooking crab cakes even. Roly-poly are in the same family as lobsters. I love that we live in a timeline where roly-poly is the name of an actual creature. And not just a children's television series. Crab. You're not gonna give me the crab, can you at least give me a living hat? I'll take either or. Alright, I think, you know, let me check one more floor here. One more floor for a last minute Hail Mary crab. No luck. Alright. Reset number 1 acquired. When I get a crab, it'll be time to celebrate. It's those kind of puns that are gonna bring the crabs out, I think. Crabs are notorious pun lovers. You might think that they don't love anything because they're crabs. It's literally in their name. That's a good. You know what? I never thought about that. Why is it when someone is like, you know, grouchy and grumpy and like doesn't like much stuff, we call them crabby? Like, why are we disrespecting crabs like that? If any crab I've ever seen, honestly, seems like a pretty chill dude. Like, I don't think I would ever describe a crab as crabby in the traditional sense of the word. Because crabs are ugly. Take that back right now. Say psych right now, Xavia. Crabs are not ugly. Crabs are beautiful creatures. Claws up. Crabs are not ugly. Wait, that is a crab. Wait, is there... Hold on, are you a crab? What the heck? Yo, I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize that they have these two little pixels on the bottom here. You see that? Yo, that's new tech? That's new technology. You can tell the crabs apart by the two tiny little pixels there. You can tell them apart from the other rocks. So even if they're properly aligned with the grid. Is that their eyes? I don't know if that's their eyes. I'll take it either way though. That is, you know, I never realized that. I thought the only way you could like reliably spot one is if it was like off center with the grid. Fortunately, that did not bear fruit either way, but all right, now I'm on the lookout for those 2 pixels. I'm pixel hunting again. Zoom in on the pixels, please. I will on the next crab we see, just so I can point it out a bit more clearly. Of course, now I'm going to be looking at... See, there's a crab right there. That's a crab. I can tell you that's a crab. It's a little off center, but you might even miss that. But here, yeah, see crab. Wait, we'll zoom in as far as we can go here. Do you see the 2 pixels? Like, compare this rock here, which has like it goes like this stretch of dark brownish red into a black pixel. This one goes stretch of dark brownish red into like a brown pixel. Right there. And it does it again like right here. It's like those two little pixels that could be its eyes. You know what? That's a decent headcanon. It's very subtle, but it's noticeable. Once I noticed it, I don't think I'm ever gonna unsee that. That's good. Any more crabs lingering about? That's 3 crabs down. That's 3 crabs out of our 5 crab quota. Not bad. Okay. Hold on a second here. Hold on a tick. Now that I have this information, I need to use it properly. I need to execute an Operation Crab. And hopefully... I mean, it's more reliable than just, like, looking for rocks that are off-center, that's for sure. But it's not. It doesn't necessarily mean the crabs are going to be much more common. What are the odds for a crab to drop? I think it's 15%. 15% sounds correct. 15 or 20%. It's reasonably high, but it's not a guarantee by any stretch. Either of you crabs? Any crabs around here? Crab and eggplant facts? I think a crab would make for a good pet, honestly. I don't know how much specific care you need to take care of them. Because obviously, like, when you keep a fish, which I guess a crab... Is a crab? Does a crab count as a fish? Either way, when you keep, like, a marine animal in an aquarium or something like that, you have to cater the conditions of that aquarium to the specific animal. And it can get very particular in certain cases. But I feel like crabs would be kind of chill. Fish don't exist. That's a bold take. That's like the people who say that birds are just like robot drones. I'd be more inclined to believe that birds are robots than that fish don't exist. I'm pretty sure I've seen a fish. But Denmark doesn't exist either? In fairness, I've never been to Denmark. And if I did go to Denmark, could I reasonably confirm that it was Denmark? Because, like, I would fly there, and they would tell me, yes, you're in Denmark. But how would I know? They could just fly me anywhere in the world and tell me that it's Denmark, and I would be like, yeah, it seems legit. Unless they flew me to, like, Tokyo or something. I feel like Tokyo and Denmark are dissimilar enough that I'd be able to tell the difference. I'm not, like, that worldly, but I'm worldly enough to tell the difference between Tokyo and Denmark. I know, it's pretty impressive. There's no such thing as fish? What do you mean there's no such thing as fish, though? When you say that, like, what do you mean? Because you have to understand that does not mesh with my worldview. They tell you to fish, but not really. I mean, by that stretch, by that definition, you could say, like, nothing exists, right? Like, I could say, like, rocks don't exist, and you'd be like, but you're looking at rocks right now. And I'd be like, oh, I don't call those rocks. I call those pumpkins. And you'd be like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And you'd be like, yeah, but it's my worldview. These are pumpkins. These are not rocks. These are just different varieties of pumpkins. Fish do not exist. I can't believe you were going to make me do this. Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.
Do fish exist?
Okay. I found this on the web for Do Fish Exist? Check it out.
She was so befuddled. There is no such thing as a fish. Cladists conclude that biologically there is no such thing as a fish? Is there really no such thing as a fish? Why fish don't exist? What on earth is this? It's a bio. Is this like, you know, how every fruit is a vegetable, but not every vegetable is a fruit or something like that? Is it like how vegetable is a culinary term and fish is not a like biological term? Is that the same sort of idea? Basically, okay, fair. You know what? That I can at least wrap my head around. I have a frame of reference for that. Okay. So if fish don't exist, then what's a clownfish? What is it categorized as? Or like any kind of fish? Do they just have like a vast, diverse array of possible species? Or is a clownfish just a clownfish? It's just a clown? It's just a clown now. Oh man. Pour one out for the clownfish. Didn't deserve that. Ask Siri. I'm not gonna ask Siri. I'm not gonna be like, hey Siri, what's a clownfish? I don't think I half expected her to answer that, but I guess she didn't hear it because I said it in such a sarcastic tone. It's just Nemo. There's a distinct lack of rock crab activity. We all float down here. The scientific classification rabbit hole is deep. Apparently. Today I learned there's no such thing as fish. Oh, rock crab spotted. Get on over here, pal. Man, all right. I think I have one more rock crab in me before we go for a reset here. If we get one more crab. This has been a much more productive day than our first day of crab hunting, though. I will say that. It's definitely been better. Fish is too broad of a category. There are fish that are closer genetically to land mammals than other fish. So now that the term fish is deprecated as far as like biology goes, I mean that makes sense, you know, if it's not a useful term, then you would just like, you know, not use it anymore. TLDR, is a dolphin a fish even if biologically it's a mammal? That's a good point. I guess I never considered the fact like if you had asked me before this conversation if a dolphin is a fish, I would probably say no, to be honest with you. I'd be like, no, a dolphin is a mammal. So I don't know if that gels, but maybe that was, you know, it is something I have to think about at the very least. How you have me thinking about lungfish. I mean, I think about lungfish every day. There's no doubt about it. And then you got things like Stardew Valley, where Stardew Valley tells you, hey, seaweed is a fish. And you're like, no, it's not. And you're like, and they're like, but it's in the fish collection. Hold on a minute. All right. Oh, wait. Extra rock crab? All right, I know I've already killed 5. I've met my quota, but I can't just leave this crab unattended. All right. I guess we reset, huh? All right, fair enough. White algae is the best fish. Do luck rings change this at all? I don't think so. I actually think higher luck might correlate to fewer monsters appearing, so maybe we want to like go on like a worse luck day. That's 2 resets now, yeah. I should maybe bring more like speed buffing food if I'm going to be out here this long, honestly. Pretty sure Blade said luck does not affect monsters. Okay. I trust Blade, and I trust you not to lie to me about what Blade said, so I'll take your word for it. Oh, wait, I think I saw a crab down there. That is a crab. Look at that. Yo, it's a whole crab. Yo, let's go. We got it on the first crab of the day, too. Marine crustacean with 2 powerful pincers. Perfect. I just barely spotted the pixel out of the corner of my eye. Get some crab emojis in chat. It's time for a crab rave. Crab rave into crab cakes. Let's go do it. Not bad at all. We've dealt with far worse grinds than that in the past. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh. It's crabs versus bees. Who's going to come out on top in this one? Do the crabs have the power to overcome the bees? I don't know. The crab bee war has just begun. Which side are you on? Oh no. Look, there's so many crabs and so many bees. I don't know which way it's going to go. I think the bees are starting to overcome, but there are still a lot of crabs out here fighting. I'm definitely seeing more bee emojis than I am crab emojis. I don't know. Maybe we'll reach a happy ending and they'll all come together in unity. That would be great. Crabs and bees get along. Yeah, the bees are definitely winning this one. I mean, it's b_boss.ogg. It's hard to compete. The crabs definitely had a disadvantage going into this battle. Bees versus crabs. It's the battle of the century. We really are crab bee today. I mean, you know what this means. I'm gonna have to add a crab-based song into the stream playlist just to counteract this. The crabs will have their day in the sun once again. But for now, get turned into a cake. Dummy. There we go. Crab successfully caked. Look at that cake. And that's plus defense plus speed. You'll love to see it. Thought we might roll before the song was over. I was just basking in the bee versus crab lore for too long, I suppose. Alright. Crab cake, you can go in this little miscellaneous chest here. That's fine by me. Crab cakes. Are crab cakes a good gift for anybody? I want to say that crab cakes are a good gift for, like, Elliot or something. Quick hydration break, by the way. It is Elliot, yeah. Yeah, it's not Pierre, unfortunately. Pierre is his only loved gift, other than, like, the universal loves, is fried calamari. Speaking of, do you think Gus has any on deck for us? Hey, Gus, is your refrigerator running? It's because it's got crabs in it. Trout soup. I don't think I need that. I can just buy that from Willie literally anytime. Alright. Let's go roll ourselves a new goal, shall we? Pierre is fried calamari. It doesn't make any sense, but I agree with you. Alright, here we go. Cook crab cakes. Correct. Done. No active goal. 22.5%. Exactly the halfway point between 20 and 25. Which means we're cresting yet another new hill. Onward to 23%. Let's go. Hit me with it. Catch a perch. It's been a while since we've done a little fishing. Wait, isn't perch a winter fish? Is perch a winter fish? That's a tough one. Is it a winter or is it just a fall fish? Is it only winter? Don't tell me it's only winter. Hold on a minute. I know it is winter, but I'm hoping it's also fall. It's literally only winter. Ah! Oof, 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 oof. And there's no catching it on Ginger Island or anything either. There's no circumventing this one. Alright, well. Reroll, if only. Oh boy. I mean, we've been pretty lucky in this regard. Like, we haven't had to deal with this much in the past with other goals, where it gives us a very out-of-season goal. So I guess we were due at some point. It is what it is. Did we get some magic bait yet? Unfortunately not. If we had gotten the walnut room goal before this, then there would be potential here to make that happen, but was not meant to be, I suppose. Alright. Swap out this one in the top left here for a little perch. You know what gets me, too, is the perch is, like, a super easy fish to catch, too. So it's not even, like, we get to, like, anticipate, like, a battle against this Goliath of a fish come wintertime. We just, like, get to wintertime and then, like, it's basically the carp of the winter season. It's so easy. Alright, well, nothing for it now, right? I guess we just, we basically just sleep the days away. I might, you know what I might do is, because I saw that we were starting to run low on hay, right? We're down to our last couple stacks of hay here. I think, and because it's Wednesday, I know Marnie is in on Wednesday, and it's almost 9 a.m., I might as well put 2 and 2 together and be like, hey, let's go buy some hay. So let's just go ahead and pop these away for a brief moment here. And let's go stock up. If we're going to be doing a lot of sleeping, then I want to have hay ready to go so I don't have to take a detour in the future. Excuse me, pardon me. Any truffles hiding down here? Looks like Gauss has not been busy. I do not see any more truffles currently. You're rewatching the first Price of Perfection VOD? 2-year anniversary coming up? I know, it's crazy, right? And you were surprised how my voice has changed? I never think about it that often, but when I do go back and, like, listen to my old stuff, you can definitely tell there's a difference in my voice. Okay, yeah, we're good. Like, if you go back and listen to the no level up video these days, I sound, like, so much different. And that wasn't even, like, that long ago. But, like, you can tell there's a distinct difference in my voice. And I'm sure, like, 2 years from now, you'll be listening to this VOD, and you'll be like, what the heck? He sounds like a completely different person. Kind of crazy how it changes. Baby Argon. No, Baby Argon was back in, like, 2010 when I first started this channel. You can go watch those videos if you really want to see Baby Argon in action. Would I recommend it? Not even a little bit. It's very, very cringeworthy. But would I ever remove those videos for being so cringe? Heck no. You got to be proud of where you came from. Without having made those videos and laid the foundation for, and like learned the skills necessary to like make videos and commentate over them and talk for a decent amount of time, I never would have been here. That's for sure. Different microphone. I don't think this is a different microphone from the Price of Perfection. I believe this is the same microphone. I will need to upgrade my microphone at some point. I'm still just like rocking like a headset-based microphone, and it gets the job done. Like I think it's a decent quality microphone for what it is, but I definitely could use a more professional grade microphone at some point in the future. I just need to get a different setup for it. Maybe I'll have a chance to figure that out in the near future, because I actually have to move in the near future here. I got a text from my landlord a few days back that they're selling my place, so I'm gonna have to figure out a new place to live, a new situation. So in the coming months there will be some of that, and maybe that'll be my opportunity to set up a different streaming setup, a more proper streaming setup, but I'm not thinking that far ahead just yet. Right now I'm just thinking about like finding an actual place to exist. Yeah, it's not the best, but you know, it's just part of life. If you're renting a place, you gotta expect it to happen at some point. Okay, this is not where we keep the hay. We have to leave the legendary moose apartment. I'm not saying that we'll never see another moose again, but I mean, maybe I'll move somewhere where the moose are even more plentiful. We shall see. To buy a house with all this streamer money, I don't know if you, I don't like know what kind of money you think I'm making here, but in this economy, buying a house, I don't think that one's happening anytime soon. Plentiful moose sounds vaguely threatening. I absolutely see where you're coming from. Alright. Well, I think we are good to just, like, sleep the days away now, aren't we? We'll come back and we'll check out what's going on here towards the end of spring, just for posterity's sake. We'll plant some stuff in summer, we'll do our fall planting, but for the most part, I think we just go ahead and sleep the days away. Let me do a little cleanup of this area here. The trees still spread decently around here. I could surround this area with more pathing, but call me crazy, I kind of like chopping the trees out of the ground. I didn't like doing it when it was like the entire farm I had to clear every so often. Ooh, is that another truffle? But when it's just a few here and there, it's nice. It's a nice cathartic chore. Let the Junimos harvest the stuff. Maybe I should turn on harvesting just so I don't forget about it. Like, we're not going to be relishing in the... No, we'll turn on harvesting towards the end of the season. We'll keep up with the tradition that way. I think that's fine. Speaking of cathartic chores, though, by the way, yesterday I took a couple hours out of my evening, and I did a full deep clean of my bathroom. Honestly, I was not looking forward to it at first, but it's kind of a base chore. Like, I kind of loved it. There was something very satisfying about it. I'm not going to get into, like, details or anything, but it's like, you know, it was weirdly satisfying. Am I going to say that cleaning the bathroom is my new favorite chore? No. And I'm glad that, you know, it's not something that you have to do, like, insanely often. You don't have to do, like, a full deep clean of your bathroom. As long as you keep it relatively clean, then you're doing pretty well for yourself. But if I do have to do it, I'm not going to be, you know, as apprehensive about it as I was in the past. We cannot get an oil maker yet, unfortunately, Hollis. Still quite a ways away. I think oil maker is what, like level 8 farming or something like that? So we have to get there, and then we have to be lucky enough to roll the goal for an oil maker, but our time will come. Oh no, a winterfish, yep. Even after all this time, even after all the love and care I put into this video, dedicated entirely to the fish of Stardew Valley, they still have to show me who's boss from time to time. They still have to come out here and be like, oh, well, in this timeline you don't have magic bait, so, sucks to be you, pal. It is what it is. There was a brief moment when I rolled the perch on the randomizer and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's not that bad. Because my mindset is so entrenched in the world of editing the Master Angler video that I'm like, oh, that's an easy fish to catch. But then I realized, you know, that is, it's number one, it's not winter. Number two, I don't have magic bait. The winter of our discontent. I thought about making a poll asking this question because I've been asking, like, you know, I've been putting out polls on my community tab every so often here about things relating to the Master Angler video leading up into the actual release of that video. And one of the things I thought about asking, I was curious to see what people's like take on this would be, is Obviously, the Master Angler Challenge, where you have to catch, or where you try to catch every fish in Stardew Valley on the same in-game day. In order to even, like, possibly do that, you have to be using magic bait, right? That's a no-brainer. That goes without saying. But that doesn't mean that the conditions outside of magic bait don't matter at all. And there's a portion of the final Master Angler video that goes into this and, like, finding, like, the best conditions. I'm curious, what do you think the best conditions would be? What do you think are the top-tier fishing conditions? Magic bait excluded. That let you find, like, the most fish, or that give you the best chance at, like, rare fish or something like that? Outside of those conditions, I would be curious to know people's like thoughts and reasoning on that, because it was a deep dive that I had to go on to figure that one out. This song has Spirited Away vibes. It does, actually, yeah. Bubbles in Zone 5. Volcano has to be unlocked for lava eel. Other than that, no clue. Rainy day. You would also say rain. Your Minecraft brain says rain. Lot of people saying rain. Most people saying rain. You don't know enough about magic bait to consider it. Once you start getting into, like, the RNG and stuff around magic bait and fishing in general, it gets complex. There's a reason that this video is going to be as long as it is. Yo, Sarah Yams, thank you for the $10 super chat, by the way. Thank you so much. That is very, very generous. I greatly appreciate it. Start of the mouse and headphone fund. Thank you. I will need to be getting a new mouse in the near future here. That'll probably be my first investment. The headphones are still going okay, but I've been using them for a very long time, so it's only a matter of time here. Either way, I appreciate the generosity. Biggest overall variety is probably sunny day. Hard fish, you'd say raining day. Just realized it'd have to be raining for several fish, but I wonder if you can catch the sunfish during the rain if it's one of the first fish you catch, since it's regularly the tutorial fish. Lots of interesting thoughts going on. I'm also curious, beyond, like, whether it's sunny or rainy, like, what season do you think would work best? I feel like that's a good question too. If it's magic bait, it should be okay. It should be any season. You can technically, you know, like, with magic bait, you can catch any fish in any season. That's true, and that's why it's integral to the idea of the challenge. But if you start to get into the nitty-gritty of it, you realize that if you rely on magic bait for every fish, then it's going to be a lot. You're going to have to rely a lot more on luck than if you try to rely on non-magic baits for some of the fish, because, like, the variety of fish that you're able to accrue. I mean, I'm getting too deep into it. I'm spoiling parts of the Master Angler video now. I mean, it's not that big of a part of the Master Angler video, but in theory, the season with the biggest variety of fish is probably the one you want to go for. It's a hard and fast rule. Summer seems like fishing season. I need a new knife for cooking, and good knives are expensive. I did actually buy a new knife not that long ago. It wasn't a super expensive one, but it gets the job done. I don't do that much in the way of, like, proper cooking, so I don't need, you know, the best knives, but the one I have now seems to be doing all right. You want a condition that gives you as much variety as possible without magic bait. Yeah, that's like the core idea. Is, like, get a high variety without magic bait, so you have to rely on magic bait for fewer fish than you otherwise would. You're still gonna have to rely on magic bait no matter what you do, but if you can minimize that, then that's probably a good idea. Did I start? I didn't start this up again. Maybe winter to capitalize on the rest. Do I still get HelloFresh? I do, actually, yeah. Lately, I've been doing, like, HelloFresh, they have options for either... You can either get, like, all the ingredients to make certain recipes, or you can get, like, pre-prepared meals. For, like, if you're, like, just on the go and you need to make something real quick. And that's more of what I've been doing lately, rather than actually, like, cooking the meals. Because I don't have as much time as I want to be able to dedicate to cooking. So I typically have just a bunch of pre-prepared meals now. And go with that. It's more of a... It's easier for me for right now. I might go back to doing the, like, fresh ingredients and stuff when I feel like I have more time to do that, but for now, this is working pretty well for me. Would professions matter for fishing? I don't know. Would they matter for fishing? That is a question. Actually, it's not a question I really addressed in the Master Angler video. There's probably the best profession is I forget what it's actually called. It's like lure master or something like that. It's the one that makes it so that crab pots cannot possibly give you trash. I don't think that's lure master. I think that's something else, but it makes it so that it's very minimal, but it makes it so that like when you're getting the crab pots ready for your day of reckoning, then it would be you're less likely to run into trash. Because the other professions don't really matter. Like the traditional routes that you go down, like the fisher profession, it only makes fish sell for more. Or it makes, like, treasure more common, which is actually not something that you want, but I'll get into that during the actual video. If you level up on a fishing day, do you immediately get the benefits of the level up? You do, actually, yeah. At least as far as the benefits of having, like, a bigger fishing bar, you get that benefit for sure. You obviously don't get, like, crafting recipes and stuff until the day is out, but you get that one. You go for middle of winter. I won't spoil the option that I end up landing on, but I will say that I don't know, even now after having done all the research and stuff, I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but it definitely does make a difference depending on what time of year you're going in. Are we talking about getting at least one fish in each day, not getting the first of every fish on one day? At least one fish, at least one of each fish in one day, or not getting the first of every fish in one day? I'm trying to discern what the difference is. Are you saying, like, either, like, you know, you catch all the fish with no duplicates? Because that is not the challenge. That is not the challenge. The challenge is simply to catch all the fish, like at least one of each fish, I guess, in a single in-game day. Would be the answer there. What movie is showing? I think it's Wumbus right now. Trying to decide if you enchanted with your rod with auto hook or master. Who's to say I enchanted it at all? Except I definitely did, because you'd be foolish not to. Or are you allowed to do pre-fishing? Oh, I see what the question is. Are you allowed to, like, pre-fish to, like, get your fishing level up before you're catching every fish in one day? So the answer to that question is, for me at least, it doesn't technically matter because it's not going to change, like, the end result that much, but I did it so that I did not catch any fish at all before actually doing the challenge. That was my approach to it. Because I wanted just from like an aesthetic standpoint, I thought it would be a cool idea to have an empty fishing collection at the start of the day and and then at the end of the day have a full fishing collection. That was my ultimate goal. That's like the idea. It's easier to say like, can you catch every fish in one in-game day, than it is to be like, can you complete the fishing collection in one in-game day from starting with an empty collection at the start of the day. But that is more the idea of what the challenge is, yeah. So you started at level 0? No. No, because thankfully there are ways to level up fishing without actually catching fish, so. Otherwise, that would be insane, and also impossible, I think. Because you'd have to, like, get at least up to level 6. Actually, you'd have to get up, like, you'd have to get all the way to level 10 fishing in a single day to be able to catch the legend. Because even with magic bait, you can't, like, one of the things magic bait does not circumvent is the requirement that you need a certain level to catch the legendary fish. Well, they did get level 10 fishing in one day, but, like, you can definitely do that in one day, but, like, if you're trying to combine that with actually catching all varietals of fish in one day, then, would be impossible due to crab pots. It's impossible for actually a number of reasons now that I think about it to do it that way. It's impossible for because of crab pots, because you can't get more than 3 crab pots without reaching level 3 fishing. It's impossible because you can't get the level requirements for the legendary fish. And it's impossible because when you're at level 0 fishing, you don't have access to a fishing rod that can use bait. So you can't even use magic bait even if you have access to it. So either way, that's, you know, if we're theorycrafting that idea for a challenge, it's definitely not possible. But if you're allowed to, you know, level up in fishing via fish ponds and other things, but prior to that, then now we're cooking with gas. I feel like saying it's impossible summons Blade. There's definitely a precedent for that, that's for sure. The only way to get fishing XP is to get forage/traveling cart fish and fill up the fishing pond with it. Yeah, there's like a whole section in the final video that's going to be dedicated to how I get my fishing level to level 10 in or before the challenge starts, because that is an integral part of doing it. When is the fishing video coming out? I haven't decided on a specific date yet. Like I said, I'm very close to being done with it. Like, done editing it. But once I'm done editing it, I still want to send it off to a few friends for, like, to get some feedback on it before I actually go live with it and everything. So that I can, like, you know, fine-tune last little bits of it if I need to. Because for the most part, I'm the only person that's seen, like, the majority of this video. So I want to send it out to, yeah, some of my, like, other YouTuber friends who, like, who know a thing or two about, like, making videos and share with them and get their feedback and all that sort of stuff. So I don't think it's going to be out in November. I have a soft date in mind of December 15th. I feel like December 15th, roughly halfway through December, is probably a good spot to look out for. But I don't take that as gospel. Don't take that as that's the actual definitive date. But mid-December is definitely plausible, I think. Little Christmas gift, little early Christmas present for all of you and for me, because it'll be a very nice present to put it out in the world and see people reacting to it and all that stuff. It'll be fun. Probably the same day Concerned Ape drops 1.6. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. I finally released my video after so long in the works. Tears pouring down my face from the sheer amount of, like catharsis I get from actually posting this video finally. An hour, and then as soon as, like, the premiere ends and I look over at Twitter, Concerned Ape is like, 1.6 is officially out. I've added 17 new fish to the game. And I'm like, no! How could you do this to me? All the comments will be like, lol, outdated, get owned, get owned. Just to add version 1.5 to the title. I should add that to the title of the no level up challenge, honestly. Because I still get comments on that video about like, oh, you could have used the desert trader to get staircases to get down to level 40, but that was in 1.3 when the desert trader did not exist. But, you know, I can't blame people for commenting that sort of thing. It's, you know, it's an old video now. Well, I think that says if you completed it or not. Does it, though? Am I bluffing here? I'm not going to say definitively whether I actually complete the challenge or not. The only thing I'll say is that it's a journey. it's a journey with an ending that I think is fitting. Is all I'm going to say. I think it made for a fitting conclusion to the story. All right. Off to bed. It's almost time for our spring crops to be ready, so I'll have to go and let the Junimos harvest those relatively soon here. Has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So true. So true. I learned that, you know, in like 4th grade. The structure of a story. The friends we made along the way. The fish are definitely the friends we made along the way. Can you catch all the Stardew Valley fish in one day in 1.5? I'm so excited to share it. Can't see how one-person multiplayer would help here. Yeah, there was actually, like, because I asked in my community poll on my community tab a while back, like, hey, do people think that it's possible to actually, like, like, I've been hyping the challenge up a lot, but, like, I asked people, like, point blank, do you think this is actually something that is doable? And the results of that poll were interesting. Like, it's honestly relatively evenly split. We're a community of optimists through and through, so, like, I think like, when the dust all settled after most of the votes have been cast in that poll, most people do think that it's possible, or at least believe it's close to possible. But there were a lot of people saying there's a considerable portion of that. I'm actually curious. Let me check this now. I want the exact numbers here. Because I mean, the poll is still there. Let me see. Let me go to my community tab for a second here. Go to community tab. Where is this poll? So yeah, I asked, like, if you think the Master Angler Challenge catching all the fish in one day is possible or not. The top two answers, which are definitely and probably yes, those are like the optimistic answers. Definitely has 11% of the vote, and probably yes has 39% of the vote, which combines for exactly 50%, which means that the other 50% are tabulated between maybe, probably not, and not at all. So it's like a perfect. I didn't realize how, like, actually even that was. It's like a perfectly even split of people who believe it is possible and people who think there's, like, probably not much of a chance. But then, yeah, there were some comments, or at least like one comment with a decent amount of upvotes, to the effect of like, you like, probably not on your own, but with multiplayer. And I'm like, do they know how fishing mechanics work in multiplayer? Because, like, when you're fishing in multiplayer, time does not pause, and that is an extremely important part of this whole process. Not to spoil too much of anything, but, you know, that's what, you know. If you're gonna have a fighting chance at all, you're gonna have to. You're gonna either have to have a lot of friends, and you're gonna have to be one person managing a vast multitude of accounts, an army of anglers to get the job done. Which, you know, maybe you can tell by the tone of my voice that there's that I'm hiding something there, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. If you want to combat that effect of the fishing of time not pausing while you're fishing at all, then you're gonna have to get very creative. A friend per fish. You, me, and 66 other friends caught every fish in Stardew Valley on the same day. We all just went and caught one fish. Would that be a satisfying conclusion to the story? You'll have to wait and find out. I'd have to make some space in the huts. Let's see. There's a decent amount of space still here. This one's closing in on being pretty full, though, yeah. Let me go empty my inventory a little bit, and I can start sorting that out. The steel axe is an objective, yeah. Yeah, upgrading our tools at all is an objective. So the fact that we have the copper axe and all these other copper tools and stuff at all is a blessing for sure. All right, let me drop off the iridium stuff as well. I'd imagine a 4-person multiplayer could be faster than 1 person. Could be. Could be. There is a precedent for using multiplayer to complete an otherwise seemingly impossible challenge. That's for darn sure. I set that precedent myself on my channel here. Will it be a return to form? Who's to say? No level up moment. Say what you want about whether you think that was a valid solution to the problem posed by the no level up challenge, by the way. I still think it was a fitting end to that video. I'm still happy with how I approached that. All right. There we go. We still got lots of room in this chest as well for other crops in the future, so I ain't sweating it. It's only spring 28th. Hey, I mean, we've been through a full season now. We slept the season away. Onward through summer and fall, and we'll be in a great spot here. So summer, we're gonna do mixed seeds again. For fall, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but we'll cross the bridge when we come to it, because we're not gonna have enough mixed seeds for fall. Is the ending of the no level up challenge made you tear up a little bit? I'm happy to hear that, Dandy. Thank you for saying so. I mean, I definitely structured that video in a way like ultimately what I want to do with the majority of these challenges. Like here's what I'm gonna say is whether I don't care whether these challenges end up being possible or not a lot of the time. Also, squish Junimo. That's a very cute Junimo right there. I love that sprite. A lot of the times when I approach these challenges, I would like them to be possible. I think it would make for like a good story if they are possible. But that's the key, right? Is that I want to tell a story. At the end of the day, the challenges are a conduit to tell stories. Like right now, we're watching the story of Beatrix unfold. We saw Chloe's origin story through the no level up challenge, and then saw another story of hers through the Price of Perfection. And we're going to see yet another story of hers through the Master Angler challenge, because she's the one that's doing it. And, you know, some stories end in victory and happiness. Some stories have a bittersweet ending of tragedy and strife, and, you know, a battle well fought, but ultimately something that was not surmountable. And I think both stories have their merits. The majority of like challenge videos and stuff that you see on YouTube that are structured in like a story-like format like that, I think most of them do have a happy ending a lot of the time. It's rare that you'll see someone upload a video where they try to do a challenge and the answer to that challenge is no. But I think there's honestly, I think it's like, you know, an untapped market. What can I say? Where, you know, if you like you pose the answer to you pose the question in the title, and most people are going to assume like by the end that you're going to have figured out a way to do it somehow, some way. But sometimes there's an even better story to be told if you try everything in your power and it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't in the cards. As long as you can like frame it and twist it the right way, I think you're I think you can make either option, either outcome, an entertaining watch. Lowering our expectations, eh? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm putting ideas out here. Now you feel like the fishing challenge was a fail. See, here's the thing. You think I'm trying to give you hints on whether the fishing challenge was a success or a fail or not. I'm just talking about my philosophy of challenge runs in general. I was not talking about the fishing challenge at all, or was I? Anyway, happy summer, everybody. Let's go plant some mixed seeds, shall we? There's an old Dangerously Funny video that's like, what happens in year 50 of Stardew Valley? And the answer was nothing. Yep. I mean, at this point, been there, done that. Year 50? Year 50, I sleep. Year 111, I wake. And I smell eggs. Just by getting us engaged, you win the challenge by your standards. Yeah, exactly. Like, ultimately, I want to make an entertaining watch more than I want to have a successful challenge. That video was from years before Price of Perfection. It's true, yeah. I think the latest year I've ever seen someone go to using whatever means necessary in any like Stardew challenge format for a specific reason was when Blade found a seed where, like, it was back when he was there was a challenge going around that I think Easy Lily pioneered and challenged people to give it a try, where you would what was it? I forget what the challenge itself was. It was like get as deep as you can in like the volcano dungeon, because like the volcano dungeon can, like, if you use a debug command to go to like level 11 of the volcano dungeon, which doesn't normally exist, then it like keeps going forever. And so she issued a challenge to see how deep people could get in the volcano dungeon using like the debug command to get there, and then just going from there. And Blade found a seed where if you go to year like 34,000 and something, you get like the perfect layout of floors to go like extremely fast through the volcano. And it was I mean, it was one of those things, you know, like only Blade could pull this off. It was like a crazy thing to watch. It was like year 34,000. My guy. Thankfully, he didn't sleep to get all that way. I'm pretty sure he just edited the game file to put him in year 34,000 and whatever. But still, it's like, holy moly. That's it? Potter, are you telling me you've been deeper than year 34,000? You'd say the coziness of Stardew Valley is about feeling good, not sure how you feel about stories of strife and failure. I mean, I think a lot of the time the framework of a story about strife and failure is one of, you know, having done your best. And I think there's something to be enjoyed there too. Like I feel like, you know, the effort you put in, even if the conclusion is not something you wanted, something you were trying to beat, that should not discount the amount of effort that you put in and how far you were able to get in whatever challenge you were confronted with, you know? And I feel like there's something to be said about a story like that too. Why not sleep to year 34,000? You see no problem with that? I mean, by all means, Sivan, you go ahead and sleep to your 34,000, and I'll check back with you in a couple of years when you're done. I'm trying to navigate with it, but I'm still also trying to look at chat at the same time. This is a fool's errand, as any streamer will tell you. Alright, I need my watering can, and I need my mixed seeds. How do I know you haven't done that already? Pixar, it didn't happen. Well, I guess video, or it didn't happen, because you could just, like, you know, hack yourself to your 34,000. Unless you made a... I mean, in before I see a message in my inbox of, like, a 2 terabyte video of someone sleeping to year 34,000 in Stardew Valley. Do I want to wear the clay outfit in 84 screenshots? I don't see why not. I think the clay outfit is cute. It's like an understated cuteness, but it's cute. I think Beatrix pulls it off. She pulls off every outfit, don't get me wrong, but I feel like these colors just match her complexion nicely. You see why not? I mean, that's where your opinion and mine diverge, I suppose. Considering how I changed the outfit based on the goal, and then if it gets slower, I could change the outfit to a perch based outfit. I feel like a perch based outfit would be even less stated, even more blasé than the clay based outfit, though. I will say that much. All right. Is that a full field, or did I miss any spots? I feel like I missed a spot, because didn't I start with like 141 seeds? And I should be down to 130, or I should be down to 3 seeds. Yeah, one spot is missing seeds somewhere. Oh, right there. Perfect. Got it. Thank you, Rasa. See a missed spot right above the rightmost Junimo. I think, yeah, that was the one there, yeah. Stream delay. Appreciate it, though. Need more outfits with tennis shoes. I feel like tennis shoes would be very comfortable. I don't know. I was trying to think about, like, do I have any strong opinions about tennis shoes or not? And I'm like, I think about tennis shoes, and the only thing I can think of is, like, why are they called tennis shoes? But the obvious answer is that you wear them when you're playing tennis. But you can also wear them when you're not playing tennis. And it's just a fashion statement at that point, but they're not going to call them fashion statement shoes. And you can start to see why I was quiet for so long, because I was trying to think of a way to phrase this in a way that made any sort of sense. But ultimately, I just decided to go for it. That was my pig digging up a truffle. I did hear the sound, yeah. Gauss be busy over there. You definitely wear them when not playing tennis. I feel like the majority of tennis shoes are worn when not playing tennis. I would hazard a guess, like, the average tennis shoe. Honestly, I feel like it's like, you know, how often is it worn during tennis? I would say, like, maybe, like... Well, I mean, it's worn during tennis, like, all the time, because, you know, what other shoes you're going to wear during tennis? But in proportion to the amount of times it's worn outside of tennis, I feel like the number's, like, not even on the same chart. I feel like people wear tennis shoes casually, like, all the time. Been watching so much British TV, they start calling them trainers. Dude, I love Britishisms. It's so good. Britain is so cool. I wish it were real. What's the quest for that super cucumber pond? I honestly have not checked, because to check would require picking the row and getting the fishing experience from it. So I do not know. Yo, Paya, welcome on in. Good to see you. Alright. I think we are officially set up here. Got a nice supply of mixed seeds in the ground here. What are these mixed seeds even? I think some of these are, like, the summer mixed seeds are what? I feel like some of these are wheat. Like, these, like, aren't these, like, wheat seeds here? I think you also get artichokes, because I remember, or is artichoke a fall? Artichoke might be fall, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Some blueberries, maybe? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what those are. Probably some corn. Maybe some corn, yeah. Why do I feel like summer is going to be an anticlimactic season for mixed seeds? I don't know. Either way, it's bedtime. 6:30 p.m. That's like that's a super late bedtime as far as Beatrix is concerned. I kind of miss the days when I was like 2 years old and going to bed at like 6:30 p.m. You know, bedtime's 8 o'clock p.m. when you're like a wee tyke. Like, there's nothing stopping me from going to bed at 6:30 p.m. like these days, I suppose, but except for like my adult schedule. But I don't know, there's something cozy about it. No blueberries or starfruit from mixed seeds? Okay, so the blueberries from mixed seeds are only on Ginger Island then. They're not part of the summer rotation. Is what you're telling me. The ability to fall asleep. I mean, unless, I guess, if you don't have, like, blackout curtains or something like that to keep the sun out, then most of the time around 6:30, the sun is probably going to be too bright for you to reasonably fall asleep anyway, even if you don't have troubles falling asleep most of the time. Of course, this time of year, like, with daylight savings time and everything, and, like, just where I am geographically, usually by 6:30, it's, like, pitch black outside. And the days are only getting shorter. Being a kid sucked, man. You had to go to school for 35 hours and do homework. Being forced to go to bed and just do it all again was hard. There's something like, you know, reassuring about that you don't appreciate until you're an adult, though, right? Or is that just me? Like, you know, sometimes I think back on, like, when I was in school and as a kid and stuff, and yeah, back then it was like I was, you know, like, oh man, there were some days, like, I was a kid that actually like kind of liked homework, so I might not be the best case study for this, but there were definitely days where I was like, oh man, I wish I didn't have to like go to school tomorrow or do this homework or yada yada yada. But nowadays I think back and I'm like, dude, I was like, that's like the life. I wish I had that kind of life these days where like every one of my days is like structured ahead of time for me. Now I have to figure that stuff out myself, and that just adds a whole wrinkle of complexity to things. And I feel like I'm much more likely to waste days because I'm not part of a regimented curriculum. Oh, the Junimos, I forgot to turn off harvesting. I can hear them. I can hear them going to town on the wheat down here. No, Junimos, stop. Stop. Oh, it's so full. I didn't even realize. They're already full. Oh, geez. Oh, this is a catastrophe. Oh, man. Okay, well, at least we got some hay out of the deal. I didn't realize there were still more spring crops here. There's some corn rising. I'm pretty sure that's some corn for sure. This is a mixed seed catastrophe. Honestly, it's kind of on brand for mixed seeds to be this chaotic and this much of a bother. I can just buy more wheat seeds to replace them. Nah. I'm just gonna let the Junimos do what the Junimos do. It was my fault, and I'm gonna reap the consequences of what I've sown here. I.e., I'm gonna let those tiles become filled in and give it a nice naturalist vibe. The mixed bag, you'd say, +2. All right, there we go. Lock those in. Grab the wild honey, and I'll be on my way. Drop the hay in the seed maker to replace it. I don't think that works. I can't drop the hay in the seed maker. If you're talking about the wheat, then that would work technically, yes. But but the hay in the seed maker, are you crazy? It's all good. The look of this farm actually gave me an idea for a mini challenge. What if you weren't allowed to remove the big debris off the farm? That's basically, I mean, that's been a big part of the challenge for up until now. We have not been allowed to move big debris by and large off of the farm. Some of it we have been able to by virtue of being able to break some of the stumps with our copper axe, but the vast majority of the debris is still here. And honestly, I'm loving it. Pieces of hay. Take some of these pieces of hay, you piece. What leftover summer seeds do I have? All the seeds I have left I don't need to save for anything now. Point taken. What do we got? I have some starfruit seeds. I have some spangle seeds. I guess we could plant some spangle seeds amidst the chaos here. You think our set of goals have been extremely good? I agree, honestly. I think the goals up until this point have been, you know, I mean, at the very start, there was definitely... Oh, there's a Junimo there. My apologies. I was trying to plant on a Junimo's head. Let's plant some, hopefully within range of the bees here. Gotta be careful with where I'm hoeing. There we go. Nice little smattering of flowers amidst the mix here. Like, obviously, towards the start of the challenge, we definitely had a rough rotation of goals. Like, a very, very demanding sequence of, like, the first, like, 20 goals or so. But I honestly wouldn't have had it any other way. Like, you want a challenge to be, dare I say, challenging. And the randomizer did not disappoint. I think it lived up to expectations and then surpassed them. And now we're reaping the benefits of it. I think it was a very good story to tell, and one that is ongoing. Oh, I do have some sunflower seeds, don't I, in the chest? Yeah, I could go plant some sunflower seeds as well. As they keep on going into fall. And then maybe, you know, we're not going to have mixed seeds in fall anyway. Maybe we just go full sunflower build. I don't know. It'd be fun. Will we catch the perch this stream? Probably not, in all likelihood. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go with the stream, but I don't think I'm going to make it all the way through summer and fall. I might call the stream once we get to fall. We'll see how it goes, because I don't want to stream for too long, and also I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm antsy to get back in the editing room and keep working on the Master Angler video, just because it's so close to being done. It's a scary thought to be like this close to being done. I know I've been talking about the Master Angler video a lot this stream already, but I mean, can you blame me? It's been the thing on my mind for the better part of the past, like, year. And the fact that, like, probably sometime this week or next, I'm gonna be, like, rendering out the final, well, maybe not the final, but, like, the more or less the final draft of the video is as exciting as it is, like, surreal and nerve-wracking and everything. Excuse me, sir. I don't want to harsh your vibe, little Junimo friend, but I need to plant the sunflower here. Boom, boom, boom. Any other spots here? There's actually quite a few spots that I can plant these sunflowers in, I'm realizing. One right in front of the Junimo hut, even. Like, the Master Angler video has been, like, such a staple part of my life and like, my work process for so long that to be almost done with it and to be, you know, relatively soon at the point where I am done with it and I don't have to, like, you know, commit so much time to editing it basically every day is, it's scary. I mean, it feels scary, but it's also very satisfying to see it near its conclusion. Every so often, I'll just, like, be in the middle of editing something. I'll, like, finish a tough part. I'll zoom out, and I will. Are there any other spots to till here, by the way? Oh, there is one spot over there. I'll zoom out to look at the timeline in Premiere Pro as a whole. And it'll just, like, all kind of hit me at once, like, how much work I've put into this and how much, you know, like, the fact that I, like, look back and I see all these things, and I'm like, I made this, and I'm like, how the heck did I even do this? Is, it's mind-boggling. And I hope that, you know, I hope it'll pay off in the end. I hope that, that people will enjoy the final product. I have no guarantee one way or the other that you will. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it'll be a lot of work for a relatively lukewarm video. We'll see. We'll see how people react to it. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. And I know no matter, like, how the video goes, people will probably still tell me that it was, like, a decent video. So I can at least rely on, you know, the politeness of strangers. But we'll see. If it's any better than the no level up video, you're gonna love it. I mean, I think if you liked the no level up video, then you're probably gonna like the Master Angler video. I'm not gonna say they're, like, the exact same style or anything like that, but I mean, they're both made by me. Obviously, the Master Angler video, I have more expertise when it comes to editing and stuff. I've got more experience. And there are definite differences in the style. Different things that I did and different sort of techniques that I used and just all sorts of stuff in there. But I think by and large, if you liked that video, you're probably going to like the new one coming here. This is even more evidence for me of why video editing is not for you. I don't blame you. You know, I mean, video editing, it's something I'm very passionate about. I absolutely love it. Like, there's nothing to me like the feeling of looking back on a project that I've made and just being so satisfied at having gotten that far. The actual process of editing can be frustrating and time-consuming at times, for sure. But it's always, always worth it when I look back and see what I've been able to accomplish every single time. And a big part of it for me is also, like, just the ability to take something that's in your head and put it out there and be like, and make it in some capacity. Like, obviously you don't need to do editing for that. Whatever art form you can express yourself in, I'm happy for you, and I think it's a good thing, even if you're not a traditionally artistic person, to have a way to express those ideas in whatever form you can. But for me, video editing has been a huge way to do that. I don't know if what I'm saying even makes sense anymore, but love sound editing though. That's the one part of video editing that I actually don't like that much is the sound aspect of things. It stresses me out. But even then, I've been learning things, and it's become part of the process, and I think I've gotten better at it for sure. music editing is really fun, and while my software can be used for video and sound editing, it's a skill you don't want to spend time getting. Fair enough, yeah. It's not for everybody, like I say, just like, you know, how literally every skill out there is not for everybody. Video editing is certainly no different. But if you find yourself interested at all, then definitely give it a try. There's a lot of programs out there, free and otherwise, that can get you started and get you off on the right foot. More than ever, there's like back when I first started YouTube, there were, you know, options for like individual people like on YouTube who were making content were pretty limited. You had like your Windows movie makers, you had your iMovies. For me, it was I was using Pinnacle Studio Pro back in the very, very early days of my channel, because that was the program that came with my capture card, my Dazzle DVC100 capture card, which is what I used to capture footage from my like Nintendo Wii and stuff. And it came with that editing program, and so I was like, you know, because it was a program, it was like an all-in-one program that I could use to like record and then transport that into an editing software and edit it. And it was very bare bones, but I got a lot of mileage out of it, honestly. I distinctly remember there's one video that I think is still out there. Why am I trying to smelt an ancient fruit? I think it's still on my channel. It's Super Mario RPG. I did an extra bonus video because I did a playthrough of that back in the day of the original version. I did a playthrough of it, and then there's a move in that game that one of your party members has, Mallow, where it's like a psychopathic reading. So like you use the ability on a monster, and then each monster has its own like individual quote that you'll see when you see that when you use that ability on it. And sometimes those quotes are just like funny little things to characterize the monster. Sometimes they are like gameplay tips that can, you know, like tell you what that monster is weak against or what have you. And I made a compilation video of doing that attack on every single monster in the game, and like showing that off as like sort of a capstone to that playthrough. And let me tell you, Dazzle DVC100, Pinnacle Studio, I love you. I appreciate you for getting me off the ground as far as video editing and stuff goes. That was not the program to make that video in. Oh my goodness, the amount of footage I was working with combined with like the amount of cuts and stuff that I had to do to make it all flow together right. That program was chugging by the end of it. It was it was bad, dude. Oh my goodness. And honestly, I'm starting to get to that point a little bit, even with the Master Angler video right now. There are so many moving parts and assets and different clips and sounds and music and all these different things in the Master Angler video that Premiere Pro, which is the software that I'm using to edit it, as powerful as it is, there are times where it starts chugging along and I have to, you know, like give it a break. But I don't know if it's because my computer isn't powerful enough to handle it or what it is, but there are moments where I'm doing such a complicated process with it that it's, you know, it can't keep up. Which baffles me for sure, but you know, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it's maybe in a weird roundabout way. Maybe it's a good thing that, you know, it's such a complex project that I put so much into that Premiere Pro is like, all right, you gotta dial it back, pal. What are you doing here? Or maybe it's a sign that I'm just, you know, I just don't have a good enough workstation that I need to optimize things better. I don't know, but for now, it still gets the job done totally fine. Yeah, Mario RPG Remake did release. I'm looking forward to playing it when I get a chance here. Once I'm done with the Master Angler video and I'm able to take a little bit of a siesta from editing work, I'm definitely going to take some time to catch up on games that I've been meaning to. What are some good games that came out recently? There's the Super Mario RPG Remake that I definitely want to check out at some point. There's Mario Wonder that I've been absolutely loving my time with. What are some other good games that are like that have come out recently that you would recommend? Because I'll be in the market. I'm not necessarily going to ask for any for Christmas, but you know, if I have to build up a Christmas list here, then I might as well get some ideas out here. Toddlenot? I don't think I've heard of Toddlenot before, but I love the name. Is this a new song? There are a few new songs in the playlist. We actually just listened to like a couple of them there, yeah, as I was rambling on about video editing and stuff. Chance of Sonar. I think that's the one where like you play and you're trying to like decipher a language throughout the game, right? Like you have like a notebook and you're trying to keep track of all different like symbols and try to make a language out of it. It's like a puzzle game. That looks like a lot of fun, actually. You love Audacity? Audacity is the program I use for, Wait, is Audacity a game? Or is it... Because I'm thinking of Audacity, the sound editing program. But Audacity is the program I use for, like, recording commentary and stuff most of the time. For, like, everything you're gonna hear as far as like my voice goes in the Master Angler video and basically any other video that I record off stream comes from Audacity. Because it has all the tools I need. I don't need anything fancier than Audacity to get the job done most of the time. Dinkum. Oh my gosh, I want to go play some more Dinkum again. I played it back when it first first releasing. They've probably updated it a decent amount since I last played it, actually. I did have a lot of fun with Dinkum. Mentioning how you can use Audacity just fine, so like editing sound when video editors kill your PC. Audacity is if you want to get into like sound editing and stuff, then it's a good program because number one, it's free and it's pretty bare bones as far as like, you know, needing like high requirements or anything for your PC. Like any PC I've ever had in my life, I've been able to run Audacity on it just fine. There's literally no problems with it whatsoever. It's extremely like, it needs very few resources, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's definitely true. Don't know if it's my taste, but it'd be fun to watch me try Oxygen Not Included. That's like, is Oxygen Not Included? It's like Don't Starve, but it's in space. Is that sort of an apt description for that one? I've seen it floating around for like a long time. Like Oxygen Not Included is not a new game, but it's definitely a popular one. And it must be popular for a reason, right? No, it's a colony management game. Interesting. Shawnee just posted a video about it. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I do watch the majority of Shawnee Doo's videos when he posts them. He's got some good content out there for sure. I watched his entire Mother 3 video that he posted not too long ago. It's a very good one. Definitely recommend watching it. Both because Shawnee makes good content and because Mother 3 is a phenomenal game. You got the best of both worlds there. Great game and great content creator. Depends if you want to play the game blind or not. I mean, if you're planning on playing Mother 3 or any game, really, especially any game that has like a big story basis, then yeah, definitely avoid videos on the topic. That should go without saying, I hope. If it's not Stardew, you tend not to watch. Fair enough, yeah. Come by it honestly, I respect that. I try to branch out every now and again, though. Just like I like, there are certain, you know, topics that I'll come back to a lot to watch videos and stuff about. Whether it's games I like Stardew, or any number of games out there. Honestly, like a lot of Mario games. I watch a decent amount of like RuneScape content. I think there's some good content creators in that space. I also just watch a lot of speedrunning focused content. You got Summoning Salt, you got Bismuth, who does not only speedrunning content and stuff, but challenge running content. And not the actual, most of the time, not the actual like speedruns or challenge runs themselves I won't watch. Well, challenge runs are an exception. Like a lot of channels will post like standalone challenge videos that I'll watch because that's kind of my vibe. But when it comes to speedruns, I don't watch a lot of speedruns on their own. I watch like speedrun history stuff. Because I think that's a good way to, it's a good way to, you know, get a dip into that world without having to watch like thousands upon thousands of attempts of people getting the trying to get the speed runs. Which don't get me wrong, it definitely has its merits too. There's a reason speedrunning is as big of an online juggernaut as it is these days. But a lot of the time, watching the speedruns themselves is not for me. Mostly watch Stardew, Sims, and Animal Crossing content. Games without storylines that can get spoiled. Fair enough, yeah. It's hard to spoil Stardew Valley, I guess. Except for, like, you know, when new content gets released and stuff, and there is that. But you don't want to get spoiled on all the stuff that's available on Ginger Island back when 1.5 was still new. I imagine the same will be true for 1.6. Also like cozy games. I have to imagine the majority of people watching the stream right now, if not like 100% of people watching the stream right now, enjoy cozy games. Like you're watching a Stardew Valley stream. Not only that, you're watching a Stardew Valley stream where I'm doing nothing but sleeping over and over again and talking about like cozy games and cozy topics. So like if you don't enjoy cozy games, if you're more like, you know, into the Call of Duties of the world, then I mean, more power to you, but also what are you doing here? I appreciate you being here, don't get me wrong, but I'm just, you know, color me surprised. Any word for a release date on 1.6? I don't think so, unless there's been an update that I've not been made aware of. I don't think there's a 1.6 release date of any kind. From my understanding, I think Concerned Ape, he said he was taking a break from Haunted Chocolatier to work on Stardew 1.6. But that was a while back now, so I don't know now if he's like doing a little ping pong action, going back and forth between Haunted Chocolatier and Stardew 1.6, just to split up the workload and keep himself from going too insane working on the same project for a very long time. Couldn't tell you. I think only Concerned Ape himself could tell you the answer to that one, but as far as I know, he's putting a lot of work into 1.6, so it'll be ready when it's ready. As is the case with most great things. It's ready when it's ready and not a moment sooner. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes. I'm very patient when it comes to that sort of thing, for sure. Remember going into 1.5 blind, you thought the biggest part of the update was things like sitting in chairs? Boy, were you in for a surprise, Pelinar. It's like, oh, cool, I can sit in these chairs, I can go to the start off too and just sit down in all the stools. Wait, what's this? What's this boat in the back of Willie's? What's this new island? Oh my gosh! It's crazy! They're eating her. And then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. There's a classic movie reference for you. Forgot that you couldn't sit before 1.5. It's such a staple of the game now, just being able to sit in chairs and stuff. It does feel like a little weird that you couldn't do it before then. The one weird, almost inconsequential change that I will forever remember between Stardew versions, I think this was actually not a difference between like 1.4 and 1.5. I think this was a difference between 1.3 and 1.4. Is that one of the items you were able to get from trash cans in 1.3 was a strawberry. But you can no longer get strawberries from trash cans in 1.4 and beyond. And that sticks in my brain. It lives there rent-free forevermore as just one of those useless pieces of Stardew knowledge. The only reason that it does, by the way, is because of the no level up challenge back in the day. There was a part where I got a strawberry out of a trash can, and I put it in the luau soup because I got it in like the middle of summer, which was also weird that you were getting strawberries in the middle of summer from a trash can when it's a spring fruit. Which is maybe why it was removed, but I don't know why it wouldn't just be changed to spring if that was the case. Either way, it's, you know, the more you know. There's some Stardew trivia for you. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you've been kidnapped and your captor is like, quick, tell me the most useless piece of Stardew Valley knowledge that you know. Now you have some extra ammunition. Could ducks always swim? Probably not, actually. I feel like that's something that would be added in a later update, but maybe. Need another ancient fruit in the jar. Thank you. Thank you, Paya. Appreciate it. There's got to be something more useless. Oh, I'm sure there is, but but that's not one that, you know, it's not going to be on any top 10 most useless pieces of Stardew Valley knowledge lists out there, just because it's so, like, inconsequential that, like, who the heck is even going to know about that? Duck swimming was 1.5? Really? It's as recent as 1.5? I would have thought duck swimming was, like, a 1.3 edition or something. I mean, whenever they got here, I'm glad that they're here, because it gave us that certified Dubnium moment back in the day. I also remember that back in 1.3, once again relating to garbage cans, that like there was no animation for when you checked a garbage can. Literally, it would just be like you right-click a garbage can and the item pops into your inventory, and like that's it. Like there was no like little like shaking of the trash can lid where it like pops off and stuff, and the item pops out on the ground. Maybe it did pop out on the ground. I don't remember that part necessarily, but it used to just be like a very, very inconsequential thing. Made it even funnier when you got like a garbage hat. Actually, I don't even know if garbage hats were in 1.3 and earlier. That might have been added after the fact. In 1.4, the garbage can update, as we all know it. Most useless piece of Stardew knowledge is that shirts are wearable. True. Shirts do be wearable. If you've never done this, by the way, there's like a page on the Stardew Valley wiki that goes into great detail. That's the first time I've hit that gold brazier by mistake, by the way. Go me. There's a page that goes into great detail about every single like change between all the different patches of Stardew Valley. And it's really fun to go back and like just read about some of them and be like, most of them is pretty mundane stuff, but every so often you'll come across one that's like kind of crazy. Like, hold on, there's one that comes to mind. I want to go find this real quick because it tickled me the first time I saw it. Let me see. Let me go Stardew Wiki version history. Scroll like all the way down here. Let me actually, I'm gonna Control F this one so I can find this. Yeah, here. So this was This is a change to version 1.02 of Stardew Valley. You got your standard stuff. This is a very, very early patch. There's some standard stuff in here. When you go to sleep, the game now checks if your essential tools are missing. If so, if not, they appear next to your bed in the morning. Game now properly saves on level up nights. Eating skill food and then going to bed on a level up night works properly now. It's pretty like mundane, boring stuff. And then buried in the middle of this list, fixed the exploding armchair bug. And I'm like, huh? Wait, why? Number one, what does that mean? Number two, why did you fix it? I want exploding armchairs in my life, dude. Bring hashtag... Can we get a petition to bring back the exploding armchairs? I don't know what it means, but I'm definitely eege bowling right now, yeah. There's gotta be... I wonder if there's like a YouTube video out there about the exploding armchairs of Stardew Valley. I've never experienced this now, and I'm sad. I feel like most Stardew players probably haven't experienced it because it was in version... You had to be playing in version 1.01 or earlier to experience that, which is, I think I can safely say, not the majority of people who have played Stardew Valley. It's so good, though. I want to see the exploding armchair bug. I need to know. Either way, I think that is the... Oh, I forgot to get the Junomos to harvest! It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. At least the sunflowers will still be there. The sunflowers and the wheat, technically. So a lot of the stuff will still be there, now that I'm thinking about it. Either way, I think I will leave you on the note of exploding armchairs, because I can't possibly top that at this point. We have one more season to sleep through before we can catch our perch, and I think we will do that next time on the Perfection Randomizer here. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream right here. Removed Leia's doppelganger. That's another classic from the patch notes. I'm telling you, if you've never been through the version, like, just go to the Stardew Wiki, look up version history, and have like a fun evening just scrolling through that. At any rate. I will see you all on Thursday, hopefully, when we will be continuing with Beatrix's lovely randomized journey, catching a perch, and then whatever's next after that. Probably knowing, I mean, at this, who knows, maybe the randomizer will just give us a 1-2 punch and give me like a fall exclusive fish as soon as I get to winter first and catch that perch. It will be American Thanksgiving. I didn't realize that at the time, but, you know, it's just the way it goes. So if you're not here to do the Thanksgiving activities, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And if you are here, then I'll wish you a happy Thanksgiving then as well, just because, you know, why not? Have a great holiday, and be good to one another, be good to yourselves. I will see you all on the flip side. Until then, though, this is Argon Matrix signing on out. Thank you and good night, everybody. Bye-bye.